Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey guys, how is it going? Good evening. I'm very excited, guys. I want to thank you for actually joining me live for the Interflow online launch. I'm super excited. I'm super passionate about what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight. And this is something that is going to change the way property investing and property sourcing is done forever, guys. And it's a big claim, but I can promise you, if you stay throughout this demo tonight and what we're going to be revealing to you, you're going to be able to see our vision. Okay, guys? So thank you for joining. That's the first thing. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. And I'm super excited. So if you're excited, guys, the first thing you need to do is put yes in the chat box. Put yes in the chat box. That's the first thing. And also, let me know that you can hear me clearly and you can see the screen okay. That would be fantastic. And then we're going to go straight into this thing, guys. I'm so excited. We call it the 3Ms, the Miracle Money Machine. And this has taken us 12 months in development. This is a vision I had 3 years ago to bring this to the UK, to bring this to Europe. This is the first ever automated property investing and sourcing flipping machine in the world tailored for UK investors, guys. This is a big deal, and you're a part of history today, guys. And you're going to get a chance to see it in action, see us actually back up what we're saying it does. And also, you're going to have the opportunity to get your hands on this system, this software, the money miracle machine, the flipping machine that literally does everything for you guys. Because the big thing that I saw in the industry was people's lack of time. They were frustrated, they were overwhelmed, they didn't have a system, there wasn't a software built. And me and my business partner, Lawrence, and our entire team saw them problems. I've taught thousands of people through seminars, through webinars like this, and a big thing was an easy push button system that basically done the work, all the tech stuff for you. It was easy to use, and it allowed you just to basically make calls and speak to people. And it allowed you to do that, or even outsource that if you really wanted to. It made things easier, and we need that. Okay, guys? So also, we're getting all the yeses coming in. Thank you very much. I'm super excited. So let's rock and roll. Let's see who's actually tuning in. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to get straight into this thing and we're going to start. So welcome, everyone. So we've got a lot of people tuning in. If you also let me know where you're tuning in from, guys. So some of you guys, I know we've got some people in Europe, some people in the UK, Ireland, Scotland. So let me know where you guys are actually tuning in from. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be brilliant. So you can all hear me okay as well, guys. Some people said it was breaking up slightly. If a quick warning, when you're going through these live types of webinars, make sure you've got Skype is shut down. Make sure you haven't got Netflix on, or you've rebooted your connection, or you don't have any tabs. Because tonight, guys, we're going to be giving you everything. This is something we've invested a ton of money, a ton of time. And what I expect from you is your full attention. So you're attentive to what we're teaching. And again, at the end, we're going to be actually taking your questions, because you're going to have a lot of questions regarding the software, because this is the massive opportunity for you guys. So you can all hear me. If you're here investing in London, just put yes that you can hear me, guys, in the chat box. That's going to be awesome. And then we're going to start. We're just waiting for a few new people to come in. Thomas says yes. Adam says yes. Brett, cool. All right, cool. We're going to rock and roll. Let's do this. And let's get started, all right? So Interflow, push button property investing. This is going to change the way you do property forever, guys. If you guys are thinking of getting into property sourcing, you're thinking of getting into property investing, you are a complete newbie, and you need to learn how this stuff works, the strategies, how you can actually flip deals without using any of your own money, without using any of your own credit, and you've got little experience, well, Interflow is going to make that possible. If you guys are intermediate, meaning you're flipping some deals, but you're struggling with time, you're struggling to really scale your business, it's going to help you. If you're very experienced, a property investor, If you're doing lots of deals, you're keeping deals, you're flipping deals, and you want to scale, it's also for you. We've designed it in a way where it caters the masses. And that's what we're here to do. And you're going to be able to see that. So Interflow, welcome, guys. I'm super, super excited. So what are we actually covering tonight? So we're going to go through a simple introduction and story, how Interflow was born, because I think it's important you know why have we actually created Interflow. You're going to know what this miracle money machine actually does, the features and benefits of what this machine does, the old way versus a new way. What is the old way versus a new way? I always give an analogy of Blockbusters versus Netflix, how Blockbusters had an opportunity, I believe in 2005, to buy Netflix when they were for a 50 or 60 million or something in that range. And they didn't. 2008, 2009, they went bankrupt because they were going, who would buy online? Well, Netflix, everything is run online today, guys, right? If you think about that, everything is run online. Don't be Blockbusters, be the Netflix. Think different, think new, and you're going to be able to really take what's yours in 2018, 2019, and the years to come, because you have to use technology in today's market. If you're not using technology and you're working the old way with spreadsheets, with outdated systems, you're going to be lagging behind. This is why we created Interflow. You're going to get a complete demo. So I'm not going to be going through some boring slides and babbling all day. We're actually going to demo this thing for you when I introduce my co-founder and business partner, Lawrence. We're going to demo this thing for you, show you exactly what it does, and reveal the power of an all-in-one system. You're going to be able to see it for yourself. Live Q&A at the end. You're going to have questions. We got your answers. And a special opportunity to get Interflow before anyone else. And you're going to be able to start using it and really start putting this to work next week, guys, and making dreams actually come reality. How much of us have a dream? We want to get into business. We want financial freedom, but we never do anything about it. But we're so overwhelmed. It's going to be the answer. Honestly, if you've got a prayer, this is the answer to that prayer, okay? That's how much I believe in this. What this is not a set of boring set of slides. It's not a sales pitch in disguise, and it's not the same old BS you get. This isn't another information course. This isn't another seminar. This isn't another program. This is a push-button automated robot, a machine that allows you to get more done with less time. Because we all work hard, well, most of us, but it's about working smart. This is exactly what we brought to the market. And this is what the property market needed, guys. Give me a yes in the chat box if you believe, if you agree this is exactly what you need. Not another seminar, not more knowledge, not more education. You need a system that executes it and gets you from where you are to where you want to be in a simple ABC process, a simple step-by-step process. Would you agree, guys? Give me a yes. Of course. So what this is, it's an all-in-one system that does the work for you. It's how to be handed motivated sellers, buyers, and cash to be able to start making cash, flipping deals, and sourcing properties and investing in property so you can get more done in less time. Because the more you can get done in a certain amount of time, you can crush the competition, you can get way beyond what you have had before when you're doing everything yourself. But again, there just wasn't a system out there. This is the first in the world for the UK market, guys. It just hasn't been anything for us. This is the answer to that. And you're going to also see how Interflow actually saves you thousands in expenses. It doesn't actually cost you, it saves you. So that's a beautiful thing of Interflow. So that's exactly what this is tonight, okay? You're also going to learn how Interflow will give you motivated seller leads, negotiate contracts for you, value the houses for you, value the rentals for you, make calls for you, receive calls for you, tell you how much to offer in houses, generate contracts for you in 10 seconds, track your marketing campaigns, follow up leads all for you, marketing your houses and finding buyers for you with self-created PDFs and advertisers, all done for you with a few clicks. It's going to run and manage your business. It's going to be your office. It's going to follow up with leads for you. It's going to pay you, and it's going to mentor you and inspire you daily to get to where you want to go. So let me give you a backstory of Interflow. So a lot of us have used these systems, and we've tried these CRMs, and we tried this, and about 3 years ago, I introduced Podio to the UK market because one of my mentors in the US was using it and it was great. But the thing with Podio, it was just a blank CRM. It was basically just a shell, and people would have certain apps, but there was no automation. So I went, look, Podio is amazing. It's got very few bugs. It's a beautiful, clean system to use. But we need to partner with Podio, and we need to take it to the next level. So what we did is we partnered with Citrix, which is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and we also partnered with the first US partners, TechieGo, in the US, workflow consultants that work with Citrix to basically create something that is alive, to create a system that is so much more than a basic set of apps, that is literally an all-in-one system that is alive, that's intelligent, that's artificial intelligence. That what that means to you is you push a button and you get deals flipped for you. That's what it means. That's all you need to know. We have built this for the last 8 months. I mean, talking day and night on this. You know, my knowledge of flipping and the processes goes back 5.5 years, and from my mentors, 10 years, 20 years, 100 years. And this is what's tailored right now, today, into one system that's going to allow you to basically just skyrocket your results, guys. And it's not some get rich quick hype. Is it going to make you money fast? Heck yes. Definitely it's going to make money a lot faster if you have Interflow. If you don't have Interflow and you're using the old way of doing things, that's going to be tiresome. That's going to take you ages. Imagine like if you're against someone in your market that's using Interflow, they're going to be able to get there so much quicker. They're going to be able to do more with less. And that's exactly why we partnered with these guys, because we knew that we could create a system that wasn't clunky, that wasn't hard to use, that was simple. And after spending, you know, in time and hours, hundreds of thousands of pounds, even millions if you cater time into this, to actually create this for you right now. And you're going to get first glimpses on that. So is that cool, guys? Is that pretty exciting? I think it is. In a few words, here's what some people have said. This is gold. I'm speechless. Epic. Wow, I so needed this. Fuck, this is incredible. We had an event on December, our launch event in person, and people were amazed. They were blown away. We had about 60 or 70% take up rate, which is unheard of at seminars. People loved it because they saw it in action. They demoed it. They could see exactly how it could make them more money and give them more freedom. I call it the F word. We want more freedom, and this is the freedom miracle money machine, we should call it. So this is what a few guys had to say, okay? So it's your miracle money machine. That's what I seriously believe Interflow is. It's your miracle money machine. I call it the 3 M's. So if you think about it, before, I really believe it's like the old telephone compared to the iPhone. When these Androids and iPhones hit, everything changed. You could run your entire life on an iPhone. We wanted to do the same thing as an old computer system, comparing it to a brand new laptop. That's what we wanted to create. Imagine using an old dial-up phone now, a clunky mobile phone, an old computer that looks like this. It would be crazy, right? Well, in the years to come, we're going to look back at Interflow and say exactly the same thing. Imagine if I was using this and using spreadsheets and writing things down on paper and being disorganized and driving to go meet sellers and doing all of that stuff rather than having Interflow. This is the impact we know we're going to have without doubt, and this is what we wanted to create. So it's so different, guys. It's revolutionary to the market, and this is UK and Europe. Okay, guys, this is what we're super excited about. So this is how big of a difference it's going to change the way you run your property business, either your existing one or your new one you're going to create. All of this is done with just a click of a button, push button direct mail, drip fed marketing campaigns, follow up SMS and voice blasts and email campaigns done for you, one click comparable, a market trend report, a community hangout where you get your questions answered, monthly webinars where you get the training and some more support on the creative strategies, over 20 plus hours of step-by-step property training. Okay, that is exactly what you're going to get. And you're probably thinking, well, is it just Tom doing this? And it's not just me, guys, because I've been the ideas behind what's possible when it comes to the creative side of this business. But my business partner and co-founder, Lawrence, has been a huge impact in actually making this a reality. He's been the brains and the systems guy behind this. And I'll introduce Lawrence now. And Lawrence, you on the line?
I am. Good evening, everyone. Lawrence here. Thank you for the introduction, Tom.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah,
We're excited, right? It's been a long journey, but we're excited, aren't we?
it's a long and difficult journey, but very exciting because I do believe that we've created something quite special. It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears when dealing with technology, and not to mention the blood, sweat, and tears that have also been expelled by our partners, TechieGo. Our team of developers in the States have pulled out the stops, should I say, in terms of working long hours in really delivering a highly integrated solution with all of the third-party utilities that are involved, the ability to use a phone system, to use SMS, mailings. It takes a lot of deep technical knowledge.
And I think what people are thinking as well, Lawrence, I think a big thing of what is going through people's minds is, what is this? Is this just a simple bit of technology? But maybe we can start off about how we actually connected, Lawrence, because I think it's a very interesting story to share. And maybe you want to go through that.
That's probably quite pertinent. I mean, my background has been in the IT industry as a consultant, predominantly within government, walking into government to look at their business processes, and in the private sector. And about 18 months ago, I came back from a trip, and I thought I needed a change, get out of the rat race, get out of the corporate lifestyle. So I was looking around for business opportunities, and I found Tom, wanted to get into the property industry. Partnered with a fellow colleague that was also on the same program. So I'd signed up Tom to educate me in the property industry. Got together with a partner, and we embarked on the program. And the first thing that hit me, having come from IT, was the lack of process, the lack of automation, the lack of systems. And I'm quite analytical, so I really do lift the hood on the business and try to understand where the loss and the gains are made, where the efficiencies are being lost. And it was a gaping hole within the whole property industry, and I couldn't find anything on the market that would automate all of the processes that we need. So
what you said there, Lawrence, what you said there was huge, because when we're talking about what I've been teaching, is I realize systems is important, but there was so much different websites, wasn't there, to link to, such as you had to do this, you had to go to this site, and it was just super overwhelming.
Too many.
Average person, for a technical person like you could just about get it, but for some, the average Joe and Jill out there, it was so overwhelming for them, wasn't it? It was so hard for them to flip deals because there was just nothing out there in the market.
The whole point of an efficient business is about an efficient process and having those systems that underpin it. You can be professional in kind of navigating multiple systems, having multiple screens. But if those systems don't talk to each other, there's always a manual intervention. And one of the golden rules is you don't automate something that's inefficient. So I spent time with you understanding the business process. And I think that's the beauty of this system, is that the focus has been on the business process itself, understanding the efficiencies, understanding how to streamline it. And then we approached kind of automating it, because you only magnify the inefficiencies of a process when you try to automate it with tools. If you don't analyze the process, then you're left with the tool that is just magnifying all of the inefficiencies, and actually it'll end up being thrown out one day. When I got together with Tom, we put together the framework of the system, and then it's been a good 8 months hard slog with our friends TechieGo to build a system that I am very proud of, and I'm sure Tom is as well.
100%. And like I said, guys, as you can see from this slide with the yin and yang, like I come from the creative side of building, the systems and knowledge of actually how to do deals consistently. And I teamed up with Lawrence, and Lawrence was actually a client. So it was a one-on-one client in the mentoring. I approached him. I said, look, I've had this idea 3 years ago to do it. I didn't quite have the right team to actually execute that. We sat down, we spoke about it, we said, let's do it. And it's just got bigger and bigger from feedback. And it really is, guys, when you see us demo, it is what it says on the tin. It does way more than what we're saying, because what it does is it really has been made easy for the user. When it comes to, for example, sending your direct mail, following up, it takes less in minutes, doesn't it, Lawrence? I mean, we've really created it in a way where it doesn't take a techie person to actually start using it. A brand newbie can start using it. That's what we wanted to create. That was the vision, wasn't it, Lawrence?
Absolutely. I mean, to streamline that aspect, I remember when I was in property sourcing myself and flipping, and with my partner at the time, I'd have my kids in the kitchen writing out envelopes and letters, and yeah, it was a long and laborious process, should we say. But now, for what we've created and streamlined it, the average person can easily create a mail shot within minutes.
What we wanted to do, guys, is we wanted to, with our partners, TechEgo, a big part of this is we got to give thanks to them as well, because they've put hours and hours and hours in their expertise and their knowledge of Podio and the back-end systems and all of these workflows that we wanted to create for you. We have to give, massive props for them, because they become our partners and they've been also the brains behind this. And they've allowed, me and Lawrence to actually make this dream a reality and get this out today, which we're super proud of. And I think it's huge. And like we said to them, we needed to make it easy, because I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, well, I don't know technology and I don't know what to do. Well, can you push buttons? Can you follow simple steps? You can start flipping deals. I guarantee that, guys, because I was saying recently to clients and close friends, if you can't flip deals using this software, you just aren't doing nothing. Honestly, we've made it in a way where it can't be made easier to execute your marketing, to make calls, to follow up with the leads, to analyze your business and everything like that. So that's what we're super, super proud of. So we're gonna demo it shortly, but you'll probably agree with this, guys. Property used to be so hard. It used to be so difficult. You used to have to be very charismatic. You would have to be very, very good on the phone to be able to close lots of deals. And that was just the truth. And you had to be a massive, massive action taker and have massive knowledge around property investing. And it was super frustrating, because you had to go to Rightmove and comparables, and then Gumtree for rentals. And then you had to go to Zoopla for more comparables, and then DocMail and iMail and getting the list, and then hiring VAs. And then the VA doesn't show up, so you're getting another VA, and then they don't show up, and then you've got to pay VAs loads of money to get leads, and the leads aren't filtered properly, and then you've got to use Skype and all these systems. You've got to pay for direct mail leads. You've got to get, like what Lawrence was saying, people in your family to write envelopes. It was so overwhelming. And when we're overwhelmed, we're in fear. And when we're in fear, we're paralyzed. And when we're paralyzed, we don't take action. If you don't take action and you don't do the small things, you don't make money. And the whole goal is to get more cash, to get your basically bigger pockets. That's your goal, okay? The old way is dying. It really, really is. And you've probably asked questions to yourself going, basically, do I really have what it takes? Is this for me? Have you had them thoughts in your head, guys? Is this really for me? I don't know if I can do this. Maybe property is for me. When you first found out about creative property investing, what emotion did it bring up on you? It brought up excitement. The reason why you've either stopped it or you haven't flipped your first deal purely is because you become overwhelmed and you procrastinated. That's the only reason. So with Interflow and with 2018 among us now, it's going to allow you to really make that a thing of the past and take massive action and move forward, okay? I'm paralyzed by fear. People have been paralyzed by fear of moving forward. I don't know what to do. I don't want to spend the marketing. What if it doesn't work? I need a community. I need my questions answered. What about if I need to track things? I'm stuck. I can't get organized. Seminars aren't enough. Seminars truly aren't enough as well, guys. Because if you think about that, the last two things I went over, I can't get organized, brings to overwhelm and fear. And then someone goes, well, I must need another seminar. I actually need to go to another seminar and pay more money, which is nothing wrong with seminars, but you don't need more knowledge. You don't need more education, guys. I can promise you that. What you truly need is you need more systems. You need more systems to start executing things. And a lot of you have probably thought, well, software is so confusing, it's overwhelming, it's frustrating, I don't know how to use it, I'll have to pay a consultant £6,000, £7,000, which is the normal price, to set up all of my applications. I'm just stuck, I'm confused. So I don't want to use software, but I know software is going to allow me to get to where I want to go. This is why we created Interflow, guys. We didn't want a software where you're like, oh crap, I buy the software, it's confusing, it's clunky, it's got bugs, I've got no support. We wanted to be basically your friend with this. We wanted to have a family atmosphere and support you 100%, guys, every step along the way. And Lawrence, just to go over what we reiterated at the live event, it was really important to us, wasn't it? And we'll go through that later, how important the support was when it comes to members actually coming into the Interflow system.
Yeah, absolutely. I think because what we've replicated within the system is the end-to-end business processes covering your sales management and your marketing and campaign management. So the customer service is pinnacle to us in terms of making sure that when people are on board, they understand how to use it. And we'll cover a bit later the community side of the system, where we're trying to build a vibrant community where people help each other out. But for us as an organization that's trying to deliver you a service, we want to control the release of Interflow so that the uptake is controlled so that we can give the best possible service to our customers.
100%. That's a big thing for us, guys, is getting you in the system, getting you using the system, getting you results, getting you to make money as quickly as possible. Why? Because then you're going to stay a member even longer. That's our whole goal here. Get you partnering, getting you understanding it, getting you learning, getting your questions answered, but also when it comes to the tech, giving you support rather than you just lost and going, oh, I'm stuck. How do I use Podio? How do I do this? We're here for you 110%, guys. That's something we truly believe in. If you think about the old way as well, the amount of expenses that we were paying when I was doing massive amounts of marketing, when I had my whole sales team in place and I was doing this and that, we had 3 or 4 VAs that would do probate leads, negative equity leads, high equity leads. We had all these phone systems. We'd pay a direct mail company a monthly fee. We'd have to buy lists. We would have to, obviously go to different seminars and so on. We had to pay Podio consultants and the loads, so much money, so much outgoings and so much expenses that we were still doing well, but it was a lot of expenses. And I said, there must be a better way to this. And that's something you've experienced as well, Lawrence, wasn't it? When you were sending out a lot of direct mail and you were getting leads in, but you were having so much VAs, weren't you, that you were paying, what, $5, $6 an hour to actually scrape these leads for you. Now with Interflow, guys, leads are in the system. Leads are in the system, ready for you to actually send out. That was a big thing, wasn't it, Lawrence, in terms of having to manage all these VAs?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And when VAs would leave, and managing the quality of those leads as well, because different VAs perform at different levels. So even if you're asking them to scrape a certain amount of leads, the performance variance between some VAs can be enormous. I think that was one of my first missions when I was within your kind of mentoring group, was to automate the scraping of those leads throughout all the various online sources that we have, Rightmove, Zoopla. So put technology to work, get a robot, as is always the case nowadays, to go and get those leads for you and cut down on the labor costs. And then what I was able to do is put the VAs to more productive work,
100%,
which is
at
the time comparables and speaking to sellers, etc.
100%. So cool, guys. So we've gone through that. We don't want to bog you down with slides. So guys, type 1 in the chat box right now, and we're going to demo it. We want at least 21s. Type 1 in the chat box, and then we're going to demo this thing, and we're actually going to start. So type 1 in the chat box, and then we're going to reveal the miracle money machine, baby. We're going to get straight into it, and I'll allow Lawrence to actually take over. And let's rock and roll, Lawrence. Let's show them this thing.
Okay, let me just switch over.
Awesome. And guys, if you let us know when you can see the screen.
Tell me where you can see. Can you see marketing management in front of you?
Yeah, I can see the screen right now. Yeah. So we got 1. Awesome. Yeah, I can see the screen perfectly. And we're going to rock and roll. We're going to get straight into it. And could you zoom in slightly, Lawrence? Or
Sure.
I'm going to get into it, guys. So what we're going to do, guys, we're actually going to walk you through features right now. We're going to walk you through, we're going to demo this thing, and we're going to show you the features we have. That's perfect, Lawrence, actually. Yeah, perfect. That's beautiful. We're going to show you the features, the power of what this actually does. Not just us talking about it, we're actually going to show you right now. So I'm going to let Lawrence take it over.
Okay, guys. Right, so we're just starting off in the kind of first workspace. You could have started off in sales management, but let's look at the lead side of things first, the generation of the leads, which is setting up your campaigns and your mail shots. On the left-hand side is the workspaces that you would have access to. Just to give you a summary, the ones that you'll see is obviously the community that we'll cover towards the end. We have the control panel. That's the main control panel for your business. We'll cover that towards the end also. An end-to-end process here, marketing campaign management and sales management. So we've broken up the two distinct halves of the business into those areas, covering off the marketing and campaigns. Just going to show you how easy it is to set up a campaign itself. So the first thing we want to do, I've made some just to make this quick because we haven't got all day like we had on our launch. So I've made some demo ones.
So guys, just to reiterate, what we're doing here right now is we're actually going in to create a campaign specifically for, say, direct mail. And before, just to quickly just go over it, before, who sent out direct mail here, guys? Who knows how tedious it is? You had to scrape lists, you had to have VAs, you had to go to iMail, then DocMail, then another site, and wait for these marketing companies to send it out. You had to edit these clunky letters. People just never sent mail because it was so dang hard. Now, what Lawrence is going to show you right now is actually going to demo a live direct mail campaign and show you how easy it is to actually do that. So,
okay. So the first things we do is obviously give it a name. You've got a tracking number. Now, these are procured when you onboard, so you can have an unlimited number of tracking numbers. And those are the numbers that go on your advertising, in your postcards, in your letters, and that's what your sellers will call. And we'll demonstrate a bit later how the call to that number comes straight into Interflow. But you need to advertise that number. You set the campaign to current, give it a unique description, something that's relevant to you. And then you just select the audience. Now, we've got 3 types of audience that are supported in the current system, and they're represented by applications within the sales management space. So there is the bunch of your leads, there is property investors, there is tenant buyers, and there is the leads that Interflow can supply you. Negative equity, high equity candidates. What you do here is you select the type of target audience that you're looking for, so leads. And what you would then do, just pop over to the leads app. So these are all the leads, as an example, that have come into your system. Using the standard Podio functionality, using the views down the left-hand side, what we use here is that all of these blue headers have an ID. So we've got 104 leads. And if you wanted to do a mailing campaign to all of these leads, then you can just click that blue button and it will deliver you with a number at the top here. You copy that number and you put that number into the recipient's view ID.
that's amazing. So it's a simple
system will go away.
process, simple 3-step. Get the lead, get the ID.
That's it. And then what it's done is it's gone away. The system has gone and calculated how many recipients are going to be the target of this particular campaign. Now, just to flip back slightly, you can manipulate your data in any of these. So we've got our leads app here. This is the other one that I was talking to, is a database full of your investors. If you're marketing for tenant buyers, here's another database. And these are the leads that Interflow would supply. But using these fields and down here where you can create new views, you can create new views and manipulate the data here to your heart's content to really drill down and identify a target set, ultimately creating a view where you get you can click a number up, the blue bar up here, and it gives you a number and it tells you that those are who you're going to target.
So that's basically like a list you're creating, right?
That's it. And you've entered the number, the unique ID there, and it gives you the number of recipients. And And then that is effectively it in setting up the shell of the campaign. Then what you want to do is quickly move to your mailings app. And let's test it on an SMS campaign. So this is distributing. So all of those leads within your leads thing will have a phone number associated, be it mobile. You'll give the mailing a name, give it again a description, and here you can choose your the format of your campaign, whether or not it's traditional post, distributing a voicemail to your targets. That's a slide broadcast voicemail. So that is distributing a voicemail without their phone ringing, which is another guerrilla marketing tactic. Email, send an email broadcast to them, or an SMS broadcast. And these radio.
Here's the beautiful thing there, just to go over that, guys, is once you've got within this marketing manager, the great thing is, and Lawrence will show you actually setting up, how easy it is to edit your letter as well and actually do a direct mail campaign. But the thing with this is the marketing manager caters for two things. For you actually executing to generate leads. So for you sending out direct mail in-house, we have the direct mail fulfillment, which we show, it's pretty easy to use. It takes 2 minutes. But also when you're generating your leads, you simply go to the marketing manager, like what Lawrence said there. You pick your ID, who you want to follow up with, and then you can execute that with 3 ways: SMS, email, voicemail, or another actually direct letter. And that's how beautiful this is, because before you had to use so much other systems, didn't you, Lawrence? It was everywhere.
Yeah, and once you've chosen for this particular mail shot, whether you want to choose any of those, you say it's ready to send, and when do you want to dispatch that particular communication? Now, down here, if it's email, then you can add the subject line here. If you've selected up the top here, SMS, you can compose your SMS body here. And then down the bottom, it will then start to automatically calculate the costs for that particular mail shot. And these costs are advertised in the community. So here I've chosen SMS, which is 4p. So that gives you a total cost of £4.16 for that particular this dispatch.
So all you do, Lawrence, quick question. So basically, if you go up, you just basically type it in, you type your text message or email in what field?
Down here, communication body, because obviously SMS doesn't have a subject line, unlike email. If I had chosen email up here, I would be able to compose my email here in these boxes, subject line and here. If it's just SMS, I just write either have you sold your house yet? Excuse the spelling. Have you sold your house yet? There. And that's all you need to do to compose that SMS. You've already previously in the campaign identified who you're targeting, how many, and you've just scheduled it. It's ready to send. You've sent the date. Then what you might want to do is a week later, I'm now going to send them a letter in the post. So I, again, create it. This is now a yellow letter, handwritten, post, ready to send. I'm now going to send that a week later after I dispatch my SMS messages. Just hit that. The post, now I'm going to do a yellow letter. Here's one I created earlier, but it's as simple as you have a Word document. Let me just open it up for you. This is a mock. Here is the letter. I've added my name here and the tracking number that I want them to call back on. Alternatively, you could handwrite it, another marketing technique, scan it and copy it into this letter. And then you simply drag and drop. And that is it. You've set the date, you're ready to send. So on the 25th of January, this will be dispatched to the mailing company and they will pop a stamp on it in an envelope, handwrite the envelope, and off it goes to
the mailing
target.
We've got the in-house mailing company guys that we've partnered with. So, you know, they will dispatch it. And usually the dispatch is 48 hours, right, Lawrence?
Yes.
So 48 hours and they're sent out, guys. And that goes if you're doing direct mail in two ways. If you're doing your postcards or letters, you can literally, upload your letter, you've got a tracking campaign number on there that we give you, and that's local to your area. So when your leads call, which we're going to show you shortly how that works, the leads are going to automatically come in as a brand new lead and update your mailing campaign. So you know exactly what areas they're calling in from, which is unbelievable. Direct mail, how long does it really take, Lawrence, to execute one campaign? A minute, 2 minutes?
Yeah, I think if you've got the material, the only time is actually creating your material here, which is writing the letter or the postcard. But in the community, we provide all of the templates, the A5 postcards. So you would literally, once you've got those postcards, you literally attach it to the bottom. Yeah, a matter of setting up a whole campaign could be done in 5 minutes.
So you could also, which we mentioned at the event as well, you could also, if you wanted to do a drip feed 90-day campaign, you would basically just duplicate this and set it up.
That's what I was going to show, because I mentioned at the beginning that we set up this kind of the umbrella campaign, and I've effectively created two dispatches, both at a different date, one on the 19th of January, one on the 25th of January. One was SMS, one was post. Because I've tagged the campaign up here, if I just click to the then here you will actually see, bear with me, here you will actually see the mailings that have been attached. So down here, at the moment, we're on a test system, so it hasn't calculated the post, but basically it will list all of the campaigns. You can set up as many drip feed campaigns going on 6, 7, 10, 20 a week, month, 3 months, 6 months, so that you're in constant contact with your targets. Amazing. And this will keep you a running cost.
From this perspective, guys, literally before, sending direct mail was so challenging. You had to use 3 or 4 different sites. You had to manage your VAs. You had to get the leads. Now, Lawrence has just showed you a 3-step process. You even go to lead spawner that we've downloaded a load of leads into your system. You upload your own leads if you want. You pick what leads you want to send out. You create a campaign, do a mailing, and it's done, and you're in complete control. So if you want to do a 90-day campaign, you want to spend 10 minutes or 15 minutes to create a 90-day campaign, you can do that. And also, obviously we can't show everything because of time's sake, but we've got all the letter templates, and you're free to upload your own, but my copywriter that I pay £2,500 a month has created these direct mail templates that are scheduled for month 1, month 2, month 3, that are all given to you. Simply download them, edit where you need, upload the file, and bing, you're out and ready to collect leads.
And another important aspect, just to close on this, because I've really demonstrated the long and short of how to set up the individual mailings, but down the bottom, I touched on the cost that it calculates. And here is a bit more granular cost control to understand if you had many mailings underneath, what's the total cost? Those that have already been dispatched, where have you spent? And where is the cost remaining? So this helps you with budgeting. Further to that, within this particular campaign workspace, we've got the consumption audit. So this looks across the whole of your Interflow instance and calculates and keeps a running log of all of your communication activity, whether it's SMSs, because you can SMS your leads directly. So you're engaging with a particular seller. You can SMS them from the Leads app. You can send people emails, the voicemail, like we just demonstrated the post here. You can procure high or negative equity leads, and this system will keep a running log of all of the costs. The costs are depleted from a central, what we call a communications fund or a communications budget, that is really much a top-up system. So that is kept within the central control panel, and you can top up that central communications fund And this will give you a running commentary in terms of where you've kind of reduced your budget because of all of these campaigns. But this is the central point.
Guys, the beautiful thing is you've got complete control. So let's just say month 2, you've done a drip feed campaign. Month 2, you wanted to close it. You wanted to lock that down. You can simply lock that down. You can track everything. Emails completely free in the system. SMS, like I said, is ridiculous, like 4 cents, 4 pence, something really cheap. Then we got voicemail, and then obviously your normal direct mail standard price. But again, what you're doing is you're not having to pay VAs to do all of this for you, or pay stay-at-home mums to write all these letters. And the beautiful thing I love about this that we've added into the system, you've got complete control over your system, what you want to send, what you don't want to send. And the key thing with business is tracking your numbers. If you want to get rich, guys, in property investing, you have to know what steps you need to do, what's working for you and what isn't, to get to where you want to go. So Lawrence, I tell you what, we can show them now.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say. Yeah, the dashboard.
And also,
and that's a very important point, Tom, is around your KPIs of your business. So we've really given. Let me just finish off this last bit in terms of we've covered most apps here. You can see how we've tried to condense it down to a small set of apps. This is your control. This one's your tracking numbers. So this is where we kind of allocate the telephone numbers, and you can request those, and we would allocate those numbers for you. And then more importantly, Tom talked about the dashboard. So here we've got a KPI dashboard. You can click the dashboard, and then that's going to start to provide your metrics on how many campaigns you've got, how much cost is,
that is
and what your campaigns. There's another dashboard on the sales side, which we'll show in a moment.
This is so powerful, guys. You press one click, all of your systems are automatically done. For example, like if you know your numbers, your utilities, your business, the amount of investors you've generated. As you can see there, I'm not sure if you could zoom in slightly, Lawrence, on the bottom, but it says the amount of investors and buyers that have come into your funnel, the amount of sellers, active campaigns, new leads registered today, number of seller leads. And, we're going to have this updated where you can see on the sales side as well, which we'll show you later in a sec, how much offers you made, what strategies you're getting your deals from, basically the numbers. If you can track the numbers, you can get there. And as you can see from this, guys, also what we've demoed from just the direct mail. I've been doing this business for years, and I know the stress of using all these sites. And I got it, but it was stressful and it was hard to teach it, and people were overwhelmed by it. Now, to track numbers, you press a button. You literally just press one button and it tells you where you're succeeding and where you're not. That's good, because then you can tweak your marketing and you can go from there. So Lawrence, let's say now we sent out a direct mail. It took 2 to 3 minutes and we're generating leads. Should we demo what happens when a lead comes in?
Yeah, I think that'd be good. Okay. So this is the bigger workspace, got a lot more apps that are representing all of the different strategies. But let's start with someone's responding to your advertisement, your direct mail campaigns. I've given Tom a number and he's phoning me now. Hello, Tom.
I believe
he's probably gone on mute. Hasn't he?
That's live demo for you guys. Live demos for you.
Right, so I'm just going to put the phone down. So basically that's a call. Tom has just phoned my mobile, and my mobile is linked into the system. So the Interflow call management system will now redirect that call. Now the two things can happen is that you've got, if I just flip up to all.
Do you want me to call again? Do you want me to call again?
No, I'm just waiting for the call system to send it through. So 3 things can happen is that you can have a call where no connection has been made and they've abandoned it. During the onboarding, you get the opportunity to upload your own personal voicemail, which we attach to the line. So there is an opportunity, if you are unable to take the call, like I was able to do, then the voicemail will kick in and they can leave a message. Or the third one, which I think is what we're going to be demoing here, is where the call was connected and you're having a conversation. I'm just checking that, because I left the phone going for a while, just make sure that this is coming in. So the call is processing in the background and it's recording the call. I did do one earlier because it does take a few moments to come through.
If we show them one of these and just giving them an example.
Yeah, so here's an example that I got earlier, which the call will come in and it will, obviously with withheld numbers, it will say caller anonymous, but it will always track the number, if it's not withheld, that is. And the callback link here provides the recording of the call that's taken place, both sides. Now, this is invaluable for training purposes if you've got a VA that's taking calls from your customers. But as you can hear, this is a testing. That was a very crude test earlier. Testing other side. And it will record both sides of the conversation, and it will give you a percentage here showing that the customer was talking the most in that one and how much did the agent talk. So a good little some metrics there for analysing the interactions between your staff and customers. But it will put the call recording in there once they've connected, so you can always go back and review that call. If they've left a voicemail, you'll be able to click here and it will play the voicemail. I just want to check that. Bear with me. There we go. So that's that was an abandoned one. The call didn't go through, Tom.
Okay.
Didn't connect. I think you put it down before I answered it. I thought it was dead the other side, but either way, that's how the call comes in.
So if they want to call back, if we do an example again, we're in the system. And by the way, guys, you can run this on your because we partner with Podio. The beautiful thing about it is you can run it on your mobile. So if you're in, wherever you are in the world, if you're working from home, or I like to work from coffee shops, I'm always working in, in nice hotels and stuff. I want to run it from wherever I am on the go. So all you do, a lead comes in from your direct mail. You click on that link as Lawrence just did, and you can just press one button, right? One click, Lawrence.
That's it. So here in this instance, the number has been captured. No voicemail, so there's not the field that shows the voicemail or the connected call, but here we've got the callback link. So you just click that button, enter your number, and then what the call system will do is we'll call your phone. Once you answer, we will then connect you to the customer's number via the tracking number that you've advertised. So this is always giving the perception that you're calling from the number that you've given out. You're not coming in from a Skype number, which can be quite obscure, or from a different number altogether. So from a marketing point of view, that has a better perception and engagement with your customers. The other thing to note as well is that, as you noticed here, that as the calls come in, it's also tagged the particular campaign. So that campaign, as I say, you set up your campaigns that represent your marketing activity, and this tagging of this seller calling automatically, you don't have to do this yourself, tags that particular campaign for marketing and statistics purposes. So you know how many people have called back for that campaign.
The features we've just gone over there, Lawrence, is massive. Like, guys, visualize yourself now. You're on the iPhone, you've sent us some direct mail. It's freaking easy to do. I mean, a dummy can do it. I'm just being serious. You've done that. You've literally, lead has come in and notified you. It's come in. If they left a voice message, you got the recording. If they didn't, then you don't get a recording. If you or your team answered that, it records the call. You press a button, you click back from the actual number that you use on your direct mail campaign. So what happens there is you're going to look more professional. It's going to be more congruent. It's going to give you more trust. And also what it's done as well, because I think it's huge to mention, is actually just updated all of your analytics. So if you're doing two areas, Manchester, London, and your Manchester is actually working well, then you want to carry on doing Manchester. If London, you're doing direct mail and you're not getting any leads, then you don't want to do that. That is that's ridiculous. That's pretty cool. Guys, put yes if that's pretty cool so far. And when you start using it, you're going to realize, man, this makes a big difference. So let's fast forward, Lawrence. Let's just say, for example, now I'm on, you're speaking to me, I'm a seller. Let's walk them through how cool this is. And yeah, we'll go through it quick.
Okay. So very quickly, because from a time point of view. So we've tagged the campaign. You don't need to update the stage of the lead. So this is automatically updated as you progress the lead through your sales process. You would tag as to who's owning the lead. Then the first things first is once you've built an initial rapport with the seller, you want to jump in to start to understand about the property itself. So you simply press this button and a property is created, the property link. Bear with me. There we go. Sorry, I'm pressing it too quickly. There we go. So there's the location, tells you who the seller is. It will automatically provide you with a street view. This one hasn't come back. Let me just find one that I created earlier. I think this one. Yes, here. So it provides you with a street view, and it will automatically decompose the address for you. Then you want to kind of understand the specification of the property. It's a detached house. It's got 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Its condition is good. Is it currently occupied? No. Now, this particular button is that. Sorry to get interrupted. There's a bit of a lag on my side, but I'm just super excited because I want the guys to realize the power of it. The thing is, guys, when you're filling in, before, a lot of problems I saw was people had to refill in information and do that. Now, the information, as you hit the property record, it automatically goes across. And 2 features that I want to give a boot when Lawrence goes through this, I want a boom for this because I think it's incredible. Actually, these features, they're unbelievable. That little feature there. So, Lawrence, you've literally just pressed a button. And what's happened? Yeah, so here, as part of your due diligence, obviously you want to have photos. So you can click this button and that will automatically send, I haven't got an email here, but it will send an email to the seller requesting photos to be supplied. They attach the photos to the return email, and those photos will automatically get appended at the bottom here, where it says photos supplied by the seller. Those are later used in adverts that the system can produce for you. So it will collect all of those photos they've supplied and compile them into adverts. But for the sake of this particular section, we're looking at understanding those photos from a due diligence point of view.
Yeah.
So this is the important part, is the comparables. So you can just click this button. Once you've specified the property, and you've chosen here the radius as to how far out from the property location you want to search for comparable properties. We'll go a mile for the sake of this demo. You just click that button there. That will go off to the Rightmove report here and pull out all of those properties that are of equal value. Those that are no longer on the market, what was recently sold, and average properties to rent here.
This is huge because it's for the comparables, the comps, the people doing them. This is what I've seen, guys, coaching hundreds of people one-on-one. Is the comps, it's time consuming, it's laggy. All you do now, and for demo's sake, we're explaining this, and live demos aren't always easy, of course. We've pressed a few buttons. It's given us the comparables. What's on the market? What's no longer on the market? When have we left the system yet? We haven't left the system. You can do exactly the same as what Lawrence is doing here with a market trend report and get more insight into what you want to do and the awareness of the area and the property, and you're doing due diligence. You can get yourself and VA to validate some more comps, but you don't really do it. The system does that for you. It does the heavy lifting for you. And that's what I'm super, super excited about. So the next step, Lawrence, is actually taking them through the strategy now, isn't it? What type of strategy they want to pick.
So I won't take you through all these other fields. So it's evaluation sections here about what the advertised price is versus what your comparables has been. The key here and the way that the system has been designed is that the system is pushing you through the process. So as long as you capture all of these vital statistics as you go through the normal process, proven process, then this data will follow you right through to when you have to sign a contract, when you have to close the deal. So there is no retyping of values. It will follow you. But then ultimately you've done your comparables, you get to the point where you want to know as to, you want to make a decision as to what your chosen strategy is. So that currently the system supports the B&B strategy, lease options, offering them assisted sale. You could be doing a co-sourcing deal, or you could decide that there is no offer here and you may want to refer it to a partner estate agent or a nationwide estate agent where you get some kind of commission for the referral.
Yeah.
But ultimately you click that button and the system will go off and create you a deal record. And let me just come back to the, and the deal record will appear there when created. But here at the very top is effectively this started the process. These apps here are all about the leads that you have. So these are repositories for all of the contact information of your leads. This is the asset that we're all interested in, the property itself. And these apps here represent the various strategies. So in each one, whether it's a lease option, they have a different set of fields, a different set of questions. Lease options about the mortgage details, what's its rental status, any risk factors, deal terms, and then constructing the deal. Let me just very quickly show you. I'll go back to a B&V option. So we found a property that's below market value. There's our property. We've understood the asking price. We filled out how much we're offering. Now, at this point, when we're giving below market value offers, you can send that offer here. It will automatically tell you, based on your comparables, this is the market value. This is what we're suggesting is the offer price. This is the percentage that is calculated below the market value that you're offering.
And that's amazing there, Lauren, because I think it's important to pick out as we go through this process. If you go to the top, Lawrence, you scroll up.
Yeah.
You scroll up. As you can see, guys, as it starts off, you've done your marketing and leads have come in. So Daniel come in. You captured that lead information, step 1. You press the button, which you create a property record, step 2. And then you move towards, okay, well, what am I going to offer them? Because I need to make offers. It's going to be a B&V. So as it automatically calculates these fields, and Interflow will tell you what to offer. So it's going to say, look, based on that specific strategy, if it's an assisted sale or B&V, a lease option is going to tell you what to offer. Of course, as you can, some deals, there's many variables. So as you can see from current offer amount, you can actually change what you're actually going to offer, and it will calculate there in the percentage field, as you can see, 28%. So you know exactly what you're offering, or your team, or you get a VA to do this. And now you're ready to rock and roll and actually send them an offer. And again, it's a click of a button. So they just basically go send, right?
Yeah, that's it. So you've sent it, and that goes by email to your seller saying what your offer is. As the demo here, they come back and they say, don't be silly, won't accept that amount. So you can modify that offer, and then you can send the counter offer. Literally a click of a button, that counter offer has gone off. It's a different type of email, worded differently. There's a copy that's sent there. And all of their replies come back into the system here. Did you say something, John?
No, sorry. I was just saying it's crazy. It's ridiculous.
And then we've got the kind of offer side of things. So based on the offer, you choose accepted. These will change automatically when you've proposed something. So you can look at these B&B offers, every record, and you can get an immediate visual overview of where your particular offer is. But let's say that they have accepted. We then go into preparing the deal. So you've agreed it at 420,000. When you onboard, you have to nominate who are your authorized signatories within the company. So in this instance, we've got Tom or myself. So I'm going to put Tom as the signatory for that particular deal. Identify the option period. I'll just unset these. But what you can do then is look at previewing the contract. So let me see so here is the contract. If you hit preview, the system will go away and compile the contract for you. And this is what I'm showing now. There we go. That's one made earlier. Now, these are placeholders for someone to electronically sign. And when you're ready, when you've previewed it and you've checked that the contents of that contract is correct, you literally press that button and the contract is dispatched via email for their electronic signature. As you can see,
it just literally when they sign it, guys, as well, you'll get that contract come back into the system, as you can see on the third tier there, heads of terms signed, and then it will automatically go to signed. So it will come up, it will go to signed, and now you're...
What it's also done... Yeah, sorry, Tom. What it's also done as well, and this is a common theme throughout all of it, is that at every time a particular action happens, like they have signed a contract or it's under contract, the status of the lead will update. So this one is now under contract. So because they have now returned the contract here, and it should be signed. There we go. Now this signed by the seller, signed by, and these will all be customizable. So your logo, your signature image will be planted onto these. And we capture all of those assets when you onboard. The other thing to point out is that all stages throughout the process, tasks are firing, so that at any time you can go to your task list, which is at the top here, and review what tasks you need to do. So it's telling you what is the next stage for every single lead.
And there, guys, as we're demoing this, when you're using this is what I want you to visualize, guys. When you're using this, you're logging in on your app, on your most of you guys, if you're in a coffee shop, on your mobile, you want to have things happen fast. Why do we like Uber? Why do we like all these things? We want things quick, delivery, we want things now. So for you to get results, I taught you need a lead. You basically need a seller that goes, hey, I'm interested in speaking to you. And then from there, you basically need to make offers. And this allows you, as Lawrence just demonstrated brilliantly, it allows you to send one-click offers like this, one click and a contract sent to them. It makes things easy, and you look so professional because you're so quick, you're so efficient, and you're sticking to your word. The amount of people that don't actually send offers is crazy. If you make 30 offers, you do a deal. If you can make 60 offers, you're making 10 grand a month. That's 120 grand a year. And now it allows you to do it so easy. So, sorry, I'm just getting back.
And in this example, I'm just showing on the screen here what your customer receives. So they'll receive an email that they click and they go online, and it literally points them to where they got to sign, or they can type, enter the date, and literally it's as simple as that. They click submit.
Lawrence, Thomas just said he just cancelled HelloSci and he saved 420 quid for the year.
Yeah.
From one freaking extra application, guys. This is the power of this.
And then here we go, and that will come back into Interflow as signed. So that's the B&V one, and it's a very similar construct when we look at the other types of strategies you've got here: lease option, assisted sale. Each of those have got options for sending out contracts, whether it's assisted sale contract. Ultimately, it all arrives at here. We've got two apps that are really looking to deep dive the deal specifics around a particular lease option. So you might look at wanting to understand the lease option from various perspectives. So what the market value is, how much the insurance is, the lease option with a tenant buyer, so where they pay super rent and you're able to increase the rental and play with the figures so that you can balance the numbers to make it attractive to your seller and to your buyer, sorry.
This is incredible if you want to keep the deal for yourself as well, guys, because you might want to keep the deal with a tenant buyer in for your own portfolio, or you might want to flip that deal, traditionally normal lease option to an investor, or you want to flip the lease option with a tenant buyer in situ and actually sell that. And you can, as you can see, what we're analyzing here is it's the same process, it's just different variables based on the strategy. And we teach all the strategies anyway within the classroom, which I'll show you a bit later.
That's it. And ultimately, whether you've analysed a lease option deal, This is the app that will keep record of your all your deals that you are securing. So this will identify who you're buying it from, the property itself, what the status is of the deal. This is after it's secured. You've got a heads of terms agreed, and this is where you find a buyer, and you then associate the buyer to the particular deal. Again, this is where you're now starting to send out agreements to your sourcer or buyer, non-disclosure agreements.
Lawrence, can you go up a little bit, just a little bit? I just want to show them something. So as you can see here, guys, now we're at a stage where we're actually analyzing the deal to sell it to an investor or a tenant buyer. And as you can see from them ticks there, you can create, we go through that where you can create an advert. Or if you want, you can actually add that for you guys that like to keep properties. You can actually add this to your own property portfolio, where it will create a link of your own property portfolio and have a store of all of your properties, because some of you guys source to actually keep. Some of you guys source properties to flip. It gives you that beauty to decide what you want to do based on your exit strategy.
That's it. And I'll come back and I'll give you a very brief, time permitting, on the portfolio side. But ultimately, you can create adverts. There's an advertiser app. So this is the link between the sales management process and coming back into the marketing management side of the system. And now we're going to look at an advertiser. So it's pulling the information. Again, none of this is entered in. This is pulling the information all from preceding apps. And ultimately, you arrive down where you can then generate the marketing material. And you can click any one. These are 5 pre-made, because the system will go off and create them. These are an example of the, let me just show you an example of the kind of adverts that the system will produce. So that is an advert. And it provides, it would provide many more photos if they were attached. This is a sample, but it would pre-fill all of this information, compile it into a PDF, and then that is ready for creating a new mailing with this advert. So you've got the advert, you click that button, and now you're back into the mailings app that I demonstrated earlier, where you can now start to, right, I've got a PDF attached to my mailings app. I want to now distribute this out to my buyers.
So I just want to
point it at your buyers list.
I just want to point you there, Lawrence, on the buyers list, because it's 2 very important things, guys, for you to know, which Lawrence was going through. As you can see there, our goal is to sell the deal right now, or keep it. So you've got 2 choices: exit to sell the deal, or exit to keep the deal. If we keep it, we're going to add it to our own property portfolio. Easy, it transfers it all across. If we want to sell it, a BMV, for example, we create the BMV advert, which Lawrence is just on. Can you go? Where are we, Lawrence? I was just.
Want me to go back?
Yeah, if that's all right. Yeah. Where it said had the 2 options there. So as you can see, print template. It's going to actually create that advert for you, all automatically, which looks nice. All of that information is transferred across. Now, what we want to do is we want to actually advertise this. As you can see, this is all push button. We're not doing typing things in. So now, Lawrence actually, like you said, and I'll let Lawrence demo this, we want to create a mailing, which basically means I need to sell this deal as soon as possible. The old way was you had so much. You had MailChimp, Aweber, all these other third parties, and there was so much different apps, and it took people so long. Now you've got an advertiser that's automatically created. What do you want to do with this? For me, I want to get it out to frigging as much buyers as I can. So I'll let Lawrence actually tell us what to do right now to get this deal sold.
Yeah, so it would, let me just attach, so the system would attach that file automatically when you've created it, and literally you would press that button and that would take you off into the mailings advert, the mailings app. So that would flick you over into here, and then it would appear there. The system needs to catch up and transfer it over, and then you would be able to then, you've got at the bottom here an advert, and you attach it to a campaign, and away you go. I would want to send it out by email, in which case it's going to send it by email and attach it, or I'm going to send it by post. Obviously, voicemail and SMS is not going to work with a PDF document, but that's how you literally transfer it.
Lawrence, which I love, what Lawrence and the team have created, is it's so easy, because once you've created the advert, or for any type of marketing you want to do, you go to your campaign, create your campaign, what you want to do, which takes 1 minute, and then you link that campaign, like it's seen from Lawrence there, attach it. And now for me, if I want to sell it to a buyer, email is completely free in the system. So I want email. Email just traditionally works. But also, if you want to SMS, you can text message all of your buyers that are already stored within Interflow, or your tenant buyers that are stored within Interflow. So Lawrence, can you show them just quickly where the tenant buyers and the investors are stored real quick? Yeah,
sure. So we have here, they're snuggled in the sales management workspace. These are the areas here. So for those that buy the 3 made for you funnels, those are integrated. So we've got 3 funnels, one for your sellers, one for your investors and buyers, and one for your tenant buyers. So through your Facebook marketing or other marketing techniques, you would direct these people to those made for you funnels, those web pages, and they would fill out a form, and instantly the data that they're filling in would come in to this particular application. This is your investor buyers. It would automatically, for new ones, saying awaiting review, allowing you to really classify as to what you think that investor is, whether or not he's a serious cash buyer or maybe he's just a tire kicker. It would automatically tag as to which campaign the buyer was found by. It would capture all of the information. This would all be stuff that is collected on the website, takes their preferences. Again, they can choose on the website as to what their preference is, their price points, and profiling them a bit more. So again, from a mailing point of view, this is your database, and here you can see the views on the left-hand side are able to. You want to know all of your buyers that are interested in commercial property. There they are. Which ones are looking for lease? They buy lease option deals. There we go.
You know what I love?
Obviously, you'll have a lot more.
You know what I love about this, Lawrence, as well, which is super powerful, guys. For you guys that source deals for investors that are into HMOs, you don't want to send someone a single let property or a land property if they're interested in HMOs. So you can segment who you want to text message, who you want to email. You can even send the voice blast. The way that works, guys, is it bypasses their phone and automatically goes to their voice message. You can, if you've got 1,000 buyers, you can mail them all if you want. That's the beautiful thing about it. And again, you can add your own buyers. If you had a network meeting, you can add them in manually yourself, obviously, because, we're not going to be out. Interflow is amazing, but it doesn't know what's coming at your voice, your mouth, you know what I mean? Bad humor, but you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Or you can do it through the website. So the websites that we're going to demo now, I'll let Lawrence show quickly the websites that if you join tonight, which we're going to obviously go through the offer, websites that we have for tenant buyers, investors, and sellers. When you're doing your advertising, you either put your website on your postcard, or you put your website on your letter, or your leaflet, or your bandit sign, or any type of advertising you're doing. That information that's collected is automatically going to go into Interflow for you based on what they gave you at the start. So it's pretty exciting. It's simple, and I've spent a lot of money. We've spent a lot of money to have design, to keep things simple, and to also have these copywriters, which my copywriter Ollie, pay a lot of money to him to create this because it just works.
So here's an example of the an investor funnel. Basically very clean look and feel. They would enter their details here, and then they capture the information here. And as soon as they hit the complete, that information is straight into your Interflow. It would come straight into your investor buyers. Now that was a demo system, so it's not going to live drop it in. But it will drop
the beauty with that as well, guys, is it comes in automatically. So we, based on that, we will program it in and make sure when you're set up, when you're onboarded, them leads automatically go into Interflow for you. But that's the beauty there is your buyers are super important. And a key thing with sourcing to back up, you can keep going, Lawrence, and going through. I'm just going to quickly go over this a sec. I think the three things with deal sourcing that's very important and for you to understand is you've got to follow up with your seller leads. Now this is done automatically. You can do 90 days worth of campaigns and you can preset them campaigns to your buyers, to your sellers, and to your tenant buyers. Within 1 hour, you can preset all these campaigns. Like Lawrence showed earlier, you could go to the marketing manager, send a voice blast now. In 2 weeks, send an email. And in 30 days, send a text. And all the replies that come in, they will be segmented. So they won't keep getting a follow-up message. They'll come out of the system. Am I right, Lawrence?
That's absolutely right, yeah.
Amazing. That's amazing. And it saves so much time. I really feel that the business really is generate a lead, make an offer, and follow up. And this is what the system's been built upon. So show them this awesome dashboard, guys. Give me a boom for this.
This is the sales one. So we've shown you the marketing side. This would be the sales one. Let me just flick into that. So this is provided a bit more rich in terms of total value of offers made, so all the vital statistics, how many active co-sourcing deals you've had or got on, that are active at the time, number of BMV deals that you've signed, what is the stage of all your leads. You can just hover over it and it'll tell you the number, your proportion of types of deals that you're dealing with, how many leads you've had registered, how many leads were registered today, and you can set targets as well at this level. So that's really the dashboard side, and really, for time permitting, gives us the overview of what the sales management side is all about. Let me just show you the control panel, which is really for your company owner, your administrator. This is the start here. So this will be the first app that you come to when you start to onboard, and this is captures some vital information about your company, allows all of those contracts that you've just seen to be properly formatted and tagged with your proper number, your website address, the telephone configuration, how many numbers do you want, upload your voicemail here, set who your primary authorizer is, and down here is where you can have complete control of your Interflow system by having master kill switches. So all of these utilities, such as email, SMS, voicemail, you can turn them on or turn them off throughout the system. So you can make a business decision that you're not going to adopt voicemail as a communication method. So that functionality is disabled throughout your system. And as I mentioned, this is the top-up system, where basically you can top up by a budgeted amount, and that tops up your budget here. You literally click that and the credit card on file will be updated, processed. That's an error because I haven't got my credit card on there. And then this is an automatic top up depletion. So when it hits a particular level, it will top up with this amount. So that keeps your budget.
It gives you control. I feel, guys, it gives you control over what you want to do. For example, like, when we go through the questions at the end, but, text is at 4p, voice blast is, a little bit more, but email's free. And I recommend, until you start using email and use some SMS. And once you start doing deals and, you do, for example, one deal every month, that's 50,000 a year. I've had one client do 60,000 from one deal. I've got a client in my mentoring right now that's made over £100,000 from 2 deals on exchange and delayed completion deals. And they've not used Interflow yet. So it's going to allow you to really control your business wherever you currently are financially. And once you start scaling, as you start scaling your business, you've got more money to inject it in and grow it even quicker. And I think I love with what you clicked on there, Lawrence, what we've added into Interflow with the KPI dashboards, because there's no guessing anymore. I think a lot of people, Lawrence, I think you experienced that being a client, as a lot of people were guessing, weren't they? What is working?
Oh, absolutely. And not so much even getting that, even if you could get the data, like I had Skype logs from my VAs, from my business partner, to analyze them is an absolute nightmare. Let me just, on that kind of segue, let me give, this is the call management dashboard. So what we've just described there about the top up and the central communications fund is really about your core communication utilities, like marketing, really, your SMS, your post, your voicemails. This dashboard is quite separate, and your call activity is billed in arrears. And this is a dashboard that, oh, yeah, there's my details, that basically you log into the Interflow call management system and you can see the activity of calls that are coming into the system. You can look at reports to see what campaigns are performing better from an inbound call point of view, how many calls, whether they're first-time callers, how long the call has been. So this is a kind of feature-rich understanding of all the numbers that you've got and how many your call activity. And you get an option to, during the onboarding, whether or not you want to receive email reports that summarize all of your call activity on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. So that's quite powerful. I think the call side was really valuable for me.
It's huge because you can't go wrong unless, guys, let's just say, for example, you're not using it. Imagine now you want to get into property or your property sourcing and you're not using Interflow compared to someone using it. You can see the craziness of how different it is, because when you can see the numbers, that's what I learned from my mentors, is once you know the data, you get rich. Because if you know where you're going right, you take the emotion out of it. Too much. This is what we wanted to do with Interflow. We wanted to make it exciting. We wanted to make it mobile. And like Lawrence is going to go on the tasks as well. We wanted to make it easy so you know what to do next. And I think this task log is huge, isn't it, Lawrence, in terms of what do they actually do next?
Yeah, and that's an important thing to get because it's hidden. It's the engine. We've got a robot called Ava. There she is. She is our AI, and she scatters around all of the system, doing the automations for you. But importantly, from a process point of view, what we have is built the system around specific job roles within the property business. So what you do is you assign yourself or your staff to these particular roles, and the system at certain points will fire tasks and emails to those particular roles, and you can get an overview of all of the tasks in the system, broken down by the individual roles that you have. And now that's a generic approach to kind of getting a system that's standardized, built on processes, but is scalable to meet individual company needs. So we've selected these roles carefully to say that these represent portions of your processes, whether it's the sales management process or the marketing process, and related tasks that the system would fire out. So for instance, you've got a property under control, a task fires out to say, remember to create your advert for that property, and that would go to the marketing manager. That's
what we wanted to create. It tells you what to do next, guys. And also, I think it's important, Lawrence, isn't it? If they're just a sole person and it's just them, they would be associated to all them roles, guys. So if it's just you right now, which a lot of you guys, it is just you, and that's fine because you don't need loads of VAs because the system Interflow does a lot of it for you, but it will tell you what you need to do next. So you're accountable. So the system tells you, and now you can't get away from it because you click the KPI dashboard, it tells you how much offers you made. You click the marketing dashboard, it tells you how much leads you generate. So you're on top of everything. And, if you can press buttons, then you can start making offers. And if you make offers, you truly make 30 offers. I've never met any client that's made 30 offers and not had a deal under contract. I've never seen it with what I teach. There might have been maybe 30, 40 or something like that. But if you follow the training I give, as long as you can execute 2 offers a day, you can be where you want to be at 1 deal a month. And then you can scale. And as Lawrence showed there with job roles, you can then start hiring maybe a VA that handles all of your marketing for you. So you can get a VA to run all the business for you, but you've still got the control over what they do.
That's it. And very quickly, the last few apps that we've got here, this is your portfolio. So once you've secured a property, you can, with a click of a button, transfer that property into your portfolio. And this is really at a high level. We are going to be maturing this element of the system over the coming months. to really mature the kind of property owner manager role. And you can decide whether or not it's managed by yourself or by a managing agent, the details. And at the time, if you've got a portfolio and you want to sell one in your portfolio, you can do that straight from your portfolio here. So you create the adverts here, whether or not you want to accept tenant buyers to it, advertise the rent, create the advert, away you go. The other aspect as well, just to finish off, this is your list of agents. Agents can be anything from estate agent to solicitors, conveyance, or letting agents. And the last bit is about the lead orders. I think we mentioned earlier how we have a pool of resources, leads in the millions that cover negative equity and high equity potential leads. So from this order system here, you can select as to what types of leads you want. Let's say I want 1,000, and I'm going to look in the region of leads. Click on leads. So in leads, the system has got 35,983 leads. That's fine. I'm going to save that lead order, and then I'm going to send the request. And obviously this is a test system, so there's not enough leads in. Oh, because that's right, high equity. I've got none there, so if I went here and sent, that should wait, that should go. There we go. So it's requested, waiting for approval. Now it comes to us, and this is the cost of those leads. It comes to us just so that we control the distribution of leads, and that was something that we picked up from our launch day. But that's how easy. Once we've approved it, these bunch of leads are then deposited into your sales management app here. Come on, and deposited into your interflow leads section here, and they're deposited there, and that's the kind of information that we would provide, or the number of bedrooms, last day of sale, date of sale, asking price, rental price, the link to the Zoopla source or Rightmove source, wherever it was sourced from. But that's how easy it is just to get your orders into your thing, so you can then point your marketing and campaign manager to this source of leads and then target those leads, those particular addresses, with maybe a yellow letter campaign.
And earlier what we said is, all you do is you can segment it down, guys. So they have the option, won't they, Lawrence, if they want to choose negative equity or high equity,
yeah.
Or they want to do 2-3 bedrooms. So let's just say you've segmented, you've got your leads, and then you want to create a list of probate if you uploaded them yourself, or high equity leads for B&V deals or assisted sales, or you might have mortgage leads, or you might have other lead sources, or you request from us. You can then go, I want to send to 2 and 3 bedrooms within there, and then you can do that, or you just send it to all of your leads. But you have that control to be able to do that, because obviously a lease option campaign is going to be a different letter template, but we have all that covered. So do you want me to go through the community forum and go through where the family really is going to exist, Lawrence? And if you want to let me share, maybe take over as the organizer on that.
Yeah, okay. Let me do that.
Let me...
Do you want to take back? Oh, no, I can do it. Here we go. Hold on. Make a presenter. Awesome. Okay. Right. Over to you, buddy.
Yeah, awesome, mate. No, brilliant stuff, man. Guys, it's not easy doing a live demo, believe me, guys. It's not easy doing a live demo. So give Lawrence a hand at the end, because it takes a lot going through it. And I've done hundreds of these webinars now, so I'm so used to it. But it's so exciting, guys. It really is. It's going to change the way we do things. But I think important. Can you see the screen, by the way, guys? Give me a yes. Can you see it, Lawrence, as well?
Yeah, I can see it. Yep, you're in the community.
You see the screen? Okay, awesome. All right, brilliant, guys. So as you can see, we've already got 54 members already in that took us up earlier in the year and in the December event. An important thing, a philosophy that I wanted to create is a 3-step philosophy with Interflow, where let me back up as well with that. I think one thing that we're committed to, and if you come to our live event, you would have heard this, is we want to grow with you. So our goal is to grow with you, take your feedback, grow. So we want to add things in. We want to make sure we're growing. You know, one of our goals is to add it, open it up for rent to rent, for commercial type of strategies, development, you know, service departments where you can run all your business and run it with all in one space, basically for the entire property community. But we want to grow with you. So the most important thing we want to do is, you're a member, right? It's important, but we need your feedback. So what we've got in here is, obviously we've got all the members. So if I click on members, I can start connecting with all the members. And when you get onboarded, you can, Thomas just posted a thing in here. You can then connect with people based on newbies, master, guru, trainer, experienced. So we've got Samuel in the group. You know, we've got Chris. So if I go down to someone that's uploaded, see Samuel's feeds upload everything. So you can start seeing, you know, when he uploads and onboards, you can here start to put his details in here. You know, you add your photo, so you can connect with like-minded people. You can put as much or little information as possible, but it's important when you're in property is to connect with like-minded people, guys. Would you agree? Would you agree with that, guys? Put one if you agree with that. The next step was to have a knowledge hub, because a lot of this is, a massive part of our philosophy is to give you the training and to make sure you exactly know how to use the software. That's why we've got the email support. That's why we're there, you know, to for calls when you need it. That's why we're there on a technical side, but also a creative side. But this covers everything. As you can see, you can scroll down and check the Knowledge Hub in terms of IT systems management, marketing, sales, how-to guides. And again, we're going to keep adding this in, and based on what you need, we're going to listen and we're going to be able to add that in, frequently asked questions, to make it easy for you to use and to make sure that your voice is heard, essentially, which is important. So, you know, you can click on one, explains how it all works in detail, and then you can vote on it as well, which is pretty cool. So you've got that flexibility in there as well. That's why we run it on the Podio system. Someone else asked earlier, you know, why is it on Podio? Because they're Citrix is a multi-billion-dollar company. To be able to partner with Podio and TechieGo is not easy to do. It's not an easy feat, but we know people are comfortable using it, and it's so flexible. It's incredible what we can do, and we just give you as a customer a better user experience. So you've got all of these step-by-step guides and also videos. These actually link over to the video store, which I'll show you later. When you start using this, you're going to be able to collaborate with people that are posting deals. So someone can add a new deal in here, B&V, 25% off, blah, blah, blah. You can pick an advertiser, property asset, terrace house, exclusive to Interflow members, add the images, add all of the details, boom, post it. And then you can get in touch with that member. So you can start, if you actually start to buy deals, you can actually connect with deal sources and deal packages, and you can also collaborate and co-source because it gives you the flexibility to connect with people. Feature requests, we've got a place where you can actually log different requests. And this was huge, wasn't it, Lawrence, that we wanted to add in, because the goal is we want to grow with you. If we have already had different things and we listen to it, for example, like a VA portal, you know, we put it in, is it being considered, rejected, in development? And also you as a user can actually vote for this feature. And if you join tonight Interflow, which we've got an amazing offer for you, and it's very, very limited because we want to make sure that we're really supporting the members we have, because we've already got 50 people, and you know, my brand's pretty big and we've had a lot of people promoting this. You probably got emails from different gurus out there in the property universe. It's really going to go. But a big thing is, I know what you want as a customer, guys. You want your voice heard. If it's something that we think is really going to help you and the community decides, then we're going to add it in, isn't it, Lawrence?
Absolutely, yeah. I think this is important for us because we need to get the feedback from the users. They're the most important. That enables us to grow this so that it constantly meets your requirements.
Yeah, so being considered, you can vote. So you've got that say. You can comment here. I love this. It would help so much. My spelling's not the best. I failed English, but I can do softwares. I'm joking. Then you've got live events, and then you've got forum. This is huge. This forum is going to be where everything runs from. So you can start, you can go down, obviously, because we're brand new, we've not had much yet because people haven't used the system properly. But you can go down by different subjects. You can start a discussion. So you can add your is it about lease options? My question is blah, blah, blah. You can link it to a reference. You can, you can do a sticky or whatever. You can save the post. And then as a customer, you can comment and say, hey, I would recommend blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you can add that in, you can attach a file, and you can start speaking with people. And again, it will all be updated in the community here. So you can start really tracking it like a forum. And again, this community is there to support you. When you need support, you can click here to access the service portal, and you can log in and log a support ticket if you're stuck. You can go to the community to ask questions. You've got that flexibility to do that, okay? A big thing is having step-by-step videos of actually how to use the software. And this is something Lawrence has put a lot of time in to make sure you really understand the system. And we're always going to be adding to this because, this is where we're going. We want to grow Interflow and make it the best possible product for you. But you can start seeing things. You can start going on, info lease options, different types of things, the leads app. So there's different videos here that you can start watching here. So you literally just click on that and it will take you to the video so you can watch it in your own time, which is awesome. You can vote on it. You can ask questions about it. So everything is broken down step by step based on what you need to learn, okay? So you can also, if you're stuck on the sales side, you've got 3 options. Put a support ticket, watch a video, or go to the community, okay? We've also got our classroom videos. So we have different things such as the strategies. So Success 1 on strategies, we've got the creative side. This is a big thing, like I mentioned earlier, the philosophy of the 3 steps that were super important to us, the 3 pillars, if you like, was education, a learning center that is updated so you understand the cutting edge strategies that I teach, interviewing experts as well, and and different people's opinions. So it's a training area, a 24/7 training area where you can start learning lease options. Like I said here, if I go to below market value, you can click on it and start watching the video. Pretty simple. You can watch it in your own time. You can comment on it. You can vote on it. And we'll be adding to this. But you learn, so you understand and learn the strategies. And also what I'm excited about is you actually can start accessing the webinars. I'm not sure what, here we go, the webinars, when we start uploading the webinars. So we have a webinar log, which we have monthly webinars, which, by the way, we're going to be doing a webinar next week for you guys. When you guys join tonight, we're actually going to have a fast start guide and a fast action guide of how to make your first 10 grand using Interflow next week, of me and Lawrence actually walking you through this. All of these are uploaded and recorded that you can watch in your own time. So everything's there, guys, and we wanted to have that as a community, a learning center, and a software that actually does what it says on the tin. It helps you get things done with less effort, and it allows you to run remote. It's having, now guys, it's changing the way we're doing things. Don't be the Blockbuster. Be the Netflix. Netflix are going to make, I don't know if you heard this, Lawrence, revenue 9 billion. 9 billion they're going to make in revenues, and Blockbusters had a chance to buy it for 50 odd million, 50, 60 million, and they didn't take it. And if you're with us, guys, and you actually get into this and you start becoming a member, which you don't have to, but if you're in property or you want to get in property, it just makes so much sense, guys, because as you saw from one of my clients and friends, Thomas, he cancelled HelloSign. He saved £400 annual from just that. You can cancel your message birds. You can cancel all of your lists that you provide and going on Rightmove and hiring 2 or 3 VAs. You can cancel that, and you can come into the Interflow family and start rocking and rolling. So guys, give me a type 1 in if you want me to actually, and you don't mind if I actually share the amazing offer we have for you tonight. And then I'll get into it and share the offer for the Miracle Money Machine, and we'll rock and roll. And a quick one as well, guys, is when you actually start going into this and using it, it's incredible. I know at the start it can be overwhelming because it's, an hour and 40 minutes we've gone through this. But when you use it, you start to realize, wow, I can, for example, I can go into here. I can send marketing with a click of a button, like what Lawrence done earlier. I can do a direct mail campaign. I can go to a campaign. I can quickly, send out a direct mail campaign with a click of a button and do it super fast. I can label it as, BMV, Manchester, or whatever, and then I'm ready to rock. You've got your own tracking number, which you get set up. You can archive it, do it later. You get your leads. It's simple. You can really send it and you're in track of everything and you can execute it. You can upload the letter. It's really, really easy. And then it's like, okay, well, I need to speak to sellers. It's like, okay, well, you're going to have calls automatically come in here. So you might as well start speaking to these leads. And again, everything's tracked from what Lawrence brilliantly demonstrated earlier. There's really only a 3 or 4 step process. It's generate a lead, go through to the properties app, and then go, what do I offer these guys? Yes, I had the offer accepted. And by the way, I don't think we mentioned it earlier, is you can actually, with one click of a button, send a physical letter of intent to everyone that said no. That's super powerful, isn't it, Lawrence? You can send one click offers, right? Physical letter in the post. It's incredible. That's amazing. So you're going to have to get more deals done with less time. And as you saw from what Lawrence demonstrated, there's so much features in here, little things such as co-sourcing, such as the drip feed campaigns and everything like that we've not had as much time to actually get into. But I'm going to get in, see your replies now, and I'm going to get into it and start rocking and rolling. Congratulations, guys. Yeah, it's amazing. It's blood, sweat, and tears, isn't it, Lawrence? So, and give Lawrence a hand for it as well. Lawrence has put a lot of time in this, guys, and so have I, from the creative side and the whole team of TechieGo, to make sure that we're delivering. And before I go into the offer of what we're actually going to offer the guys tonight, Lawrence, is there any sort of final words on what it means to you and how much time you're putting into Flow, and also for the end customer, for the guys that are listening? How it really is going to impact their business, because that's what they care about, isn't it? Is it going to make them more money?
Yeah, absolutely. I think to have something that's so jam-packed full of those facilities, I've not seen it. I've been to many companies and okay, they're big corporate companies as well, where they've had a plethora of systems, but to consolidate it and make it focused and very integrated into a single tool, I think will undoubtedly streamline your business processes. I'm very proud of it. It has been a lot of hard work, but the hard work has only just started, really, because we have ambition for growing this to be something that moves with you. No industry stands still, and we need to grow this system, and we can only do that with you guys' help.
100%, mate. Okay, guys, so we're going to get into it. So push button property investing is here. You've got the chance to actually grab your hands on it tonight and get this special offer, guys. So you don't have any objection if I share the offer with you guys? Say yes, that's cool, and then we're going to get into it. Yes, awesome. All right, brilliant. So we're going to get into it. So like I said, with Thomas was at the event, he gave a testimonial. This software will be game-changing, not only within my business, but the industry. Bring on 2018. We had Matt in the group that's on the call now. I can't wait for Interflow, having used all the separate systems and programs that Tom talks about to run a business. His challenge was keep it all in one place. Again, what Interflow does is take away all those problems and issues of having multiple accounts of different companies, computer screen that looks like a patchwork quilt of multiple windows all open at once, and doing all this data. It's a nightmare. Having worked with Tom and Lawrence, the founders of Interflow, I feel they have come up with an awesome solution to an otherwise clunky and disjointed system, and come up with a one-stop shop for all property flippers, sources, bringing together the marketing, basically bringing together everything, guys. And Lawrence was actually, as partner of Matt, it was a previous partner in a property, and that's why Matt speaks firsthand. He struggled a bit. It wasn't techie. He wanted something that was simple, and I'm sure, Matt, you can comment, and do you think it is more simple now, Matt? Let me know. Put yes in the chat box. I'm sure you do. Miranda, that was at the group, said, Tom, Lawrence, and Josh have been relentless in their commitment and collaboration to actually create this. Inflow will have a massive impact on the property community. I'm so excited to be joining. So if you're selling, want to buy, or doing both, Yeah, she wanted to recommend it. She wanted to refer it because she believed in it that much, guys. And this is what we want for you. We want it so everyone's going to be talking about this, because imagine you go to a property networking event right now. So you go to a property networking event right now, and you actually start to talk to different people in the industry, and they're saying, well, I'm using spreadsheets, I'm using, just basic Podio, or I'm using this. And you're like, can you not send contracts with a click of a button? Does it not analyze everything? Does it not do basically everything for you? People are going to be so interested in that. And, there's an opportunity for you to actually resell this. And there's an earn as you learn program where you can actually be an affiliate with Interflow as well, guys, which is super, super exciting, okay? So your miracle money machine is here, guys. 2018, it's come to visit you, and you're on the call live now, which shows that you're smart. You show up. There's a lot of people that don't show up and they don't get these opportunities, all right? So Interflow will give you motivated and seller leads, as you've seen tonight, guys. It's going to negotiate contracts for you, value into the comps for you, as you've seen. Make the call for you with one click. It's going to receive the calls, tell you how much to offer based on the suggested offer feature, generate contracts for you in milliseconds, track your marketing campaigns, which is vital, follow up the leads for you, market your houses and find buyers for you, run and manage your business through a whiteboard and task system so you know exactly what to do next, you're accountable, follow up for you with drip feed campaigns through voice blast, email, text, pay you because you're going to start doing deals and flipping contracts, and it's going to mentor you. You're going to have the community, you're going to have a family, you're going to have the support and the inspiration to really make things happen. Okay, guys, that cool? So let me go through exactly the two packages we have for you right now. So we've got the Interflow Gold package. So you're going to get full access to the brand new Interflow system we've gone through tonight. So that includes full access to the revolutionary Interflow solution. By the way, there's unlimited users in the system as well. You're going to get free access to the vibrant community that includes a classroom, free training modules, videos, webinars. You're going to have new updated content within there as well. You have your daily backup of data, so you're purely protected on that level. Call management dashboard where you track the calls, access to real-time business performance dashboards that you saw tonight, a mentoring call every single month that goes over Q&A. It's a Zoom call so we can all connect with each other, email support, setup and customization of the free made for you funnel websites, integrated with Interflow to seamlessly capture and process all the leads, instant access to all the new modules and upgrades when released. Unlimited upgrades, guys. For everyone on the call tonight, there's unlimited upgrades. So that means a big, big, big deal for you, because everyone that's not on this call, when we close down the system and whenever we decide to reopen after we've given amazing 5-star service to existing clients, it's going to be not that, because we lose money on that end because it costs us money to add new features. You're going to get 2,000 free leads of your choice, negative equity and high equity, given to you, downloaded right into your system. Systems and business call, Interflow webinar every single month with me and Lawrence. That's going to go over the system side of things and new features we add in. That's in the gold package. In the platinum package, you're going to get full access to the Interflow system, everything you got in the gold, but you're going to get 3 more marketing campaign numbers. So in the previous one, I don't think it was mentioned, you get free 2 marketing campaigns numbers at least set up for you. That wasn't mentioned there, but you get an additional free with the platinum package. You get the onboarding concierge, so that's VIP direct line to the support team, and with Lawrence as well for the onboarding. So you get the call for that, which is huge because that's just tailored for you. And you get an additional 3,000 leads, a total of 5,000. A very, very special edition of the platinum package, guys, is you get the free membership to Interflow's affiliate partnership program, earning 30 to 50% commissions. So this is going to allow you, as earn as you learn program, you can start affiliating Interflow. And as we grow, we're going to be targeting UK, Ireland, US, Canada, and eventually different parts of the world. And you can start joining my partner program specifically for Interflow to learn cutting edge marketing to start generating leads and start selling Interflow and getting a commission. you just sell 1 or 2 Interflow packages, you're paying for your monthly subscription. Put a yes, guys. Could you find 2 people that could buy Interflow? Because there's nothing out there on the system, and if there's nothing out there in the universe right now for property like this, of course you could. You could do it right now. You could find people right now that could do that. Okay, so you're going to get all the access to new modules and upgrades when released as well. So a big part of the Platinum package, which is very important, is the VIP concierge support, the extra free marketing campaign numbers, and the affiliate membership, the Earn As You Learn program, which is huge. Okay, guys, which I think is a big deal. And a key thing we want to really re-emphasize here is seriously understanding from a point of, when we opened it in December, we had a big take-up rate. We weren't expecting that much people. And I've had so much personal messages, so much emails from people asking me about Interflow, basically going, you know, what do I do? I want to join. How do I join? I said, look, wait to the webinar. But as Lawrence mentioned, we can only tailor for so much people, because we want to make sure that we're giving 5-star service and we're really making sure you guys are properly up and running. So after the launch, we simply are closing down the system and taking a callback and really giving amazing service. And we're not sure on pricing or when we're going to decide to reopen, because our goal is to basically make sure you're getting deals and you're up and running properly. And like I mentioned, you're going to get unlimited Interflow upgrades for life. This is if you choose the gold package or the Interflow package. So 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, that's priceless, guys, because people are going to have to be paying 3, 4, 5, 6,000 pounds for these upgrades. Okay, guys, as a founding member, you get them for completely free. That is priceless. You're going to get 2 tickets to my live event in Barcelona this June, and I'm going to be doing this event also with Samuel Leeds, which is my good buddy that has was an affiliate with me and promoting this as well, because he believes in it. And we've had a lot of people on the call now that actually joined it from that event. And you're going to get 2 tickets free. So these is a 2 to 3 day beautiful event. It's amazing. It's fun. You're on the beach. We host it at the W Hotel. It's an incredible event. You have some cocktails. You enjoy the sun, and you're basically living the lifestyle. And guess what? I want you pressing buttons, closing deals. I want you using Interflow, closing deals. And that's 11th to the 13th. And it's going to be incredible. You get that for joining tonight. So how much is the software? Well, think about it right now, guys. What are you currently paying for sourcing leads, sending direct mail, sending emails, following up, tools, softwares do you currently use? How much time are you wasting? How much are you paying VAs to do jobs that Interflow automates? How much stress, frustration, and just dang right, like, how much times have you given up or wanted to give up in this business? It's about time you change that, guys. It's about time you become the Netflix, not the Blockbuster, because Blockbuster went bankrupt, guys. I want you to be thriving this year. I truly do, because if you thrive, I thrive. You're going to stay a member if you're crushing it, making money. Okay, guys, it really is the truth. So I want you doing that. So I personally pay upwards of $2,600 per month in softwares, tools, and VAs to run my property business. Or I did before Interflow, and it was just dang right. But it's probably more than that, to be honest. I didn't even keep track of it, because I didn't have a place I could keep track of it. And Interflow won't just save you money, but it will make you a heck of a lot more cash, guys. If you're using it to flip deals, or if you're in the Platinum, you can also sell Interflow and cash in that way. It's going to follow up consistently, as you've seen. It's going to manage your workflows and ensure you close more deals and drop less balls. And that's what I want for you. I want you to be able to close more deals, guys, because you deserve it. You're on the webinar till late. Let's make this happen, guys. Let's make 2018 good, or not go, oh, I miss another opportunity. And then you're the same, you're in the same position as you were last year, and you haven't made that change, guys. I don't want that for you. So let me ask you a question. If you discovered that Inflow was £500 a month, would you sign up? If you think of how much that'd do, let's just say you only done 1 deal every 2 months. Okay, you only spoke to 15 people month 1 and month 2, you would do a deal. So you've already made £3,000 profit or £2,500 profit from just 2 deals. Other guys make 20 grand on deals, 50 grand on deals. Now with Interflow, you're really going to be able to do more deals because it's easier. You can execute quicker. It's just £197 a month plus VAT on the monthly subscription. Okay, guys, that's what it starts at for gold. That is around 656 a day. And money you can claim back through the wonderful HMRC. If you think about it right now, have a think. If you think of the HMRC, if you think of your business, if you're a brand newbie, you want to stop your sole trader. If you're already making a certain amount of money, you have a business, you can claim it back for your business. If you don't, you're going to pay taxes on that money. And guys, put yes, are you expecting to make money this year over 10, 15, 20, 30, 100 plus grand? Yes, if you start using softwares like this, you can claim that back so you don't get taxed on the money. So essentially free for you. And speak to an accountant about that, but it's going to give you the ability to actually use it as a business expense. So what is the value of these packages? £23,616, guys. With everything we've put in, that's what we come up with, the magic number. Easily worth that. For you to get started for your Miracle Money machine, right now, as the setup fee we have for all the bonuses we're adding, it's only $997, then $197, which is £6 a day, which cut out your coffee at Starbucks, guys, to be able to do that. If you want to be a reseller and be in the platinum program and get all of them additional bonuses, it's only $997 up front, which you can put on a credit card or however you want to do that, and then £297 a month, cancel anytime subscription. So you're not locked in for a year, you can cancel at any time. But for the first 20, of course, I'm going to do that because think of it as an ethical bribe. You're here. I want to make sure you make a no-brainer decision to take action right now. But this is only for the first 20. We've logged it in Infusionsoft. When it hits the first 20, you're going to get tagged out. You're not going to get the bonuses. So for everyone that wants to go right now, go to launch.interflow.com to actually save your place and get locked in, because if you don't join today, guys, you're going to miss the opportunity to get the amazing bonuses we're offering, but to also get an Interflow. With speaking of Lawrence, we're not sure if we're going to maybe reopen May, June, but we are not sure right now. Here's the bonuses you're going to get. You're going to get the bonus one, which is the accelerated rapid success training. You're going to get emailed this on Monday. So basically what this is I am going to teach you how I've gone from earning £12,000 a year to how I've made over £2 million in the last 3 years. By the age of 24, I've done that. That's not to brag, but I'm going to teach you the mindset behind it, how I'm here today releasing this. I'm going to teach you how to think differently and how to really make sure you change your mindset, because if you're looking at 997 going, oh, you need this, okay? You need this. You need to get this because that's going to change your mindset. Because if you think about a franchise right now, guys, it costs 70 grand to get in a franchise. You can get in a business that's literally in a box for as little as $997 today and get started. I'm going to throw in a special 6-week lease option training program. My detailed training program is going to show you how to make a 6-figure living from lease options. I've got many case studies. My clients have done over 100 lease option deals. I'm going to teach you the whole process and the 2018 version of how it works. And we're going to have some live webinars within that if you join tonight and you're in the first 20. You're going to get my mindset and lifestyle training, how to really start traveling. So when you start making money with Interflow, you need to start understanding how do you start, if you want to travel, how can you get more for your expense? If you want to live in Thailand, or where's the best place to, to travel for a lower cost and stuff like that. I'm going to teach you how I travel every month and how I traveled in my first 2 years in property sourcing throughout all Asia on a very, very small budget. And I made a load of cash because I was in the right mindset. So I'm going to teach you that. And I'm also going to teach you the successful habits you need to be successful. So what you need to do right now, guys, is get started now for as little as $997. What you do is you simply go to launch.interflow.com. So if you could post that in the comment section, Lawrence, that would be awesome. Launch.interflow.com. A lot of people ask, if you think about Apple, the amount sometimes of Apple, they release certain products, iPads, iPhones, new release. People are literally camping outside to get it. This is what we've had with Interflow, and Lawrence will back me up with that. We've had such an overwhelming response because it's the world's first software for the UK for property. People just want it. People are just snapping at us. We actually can't do that right now because we want to make sure we don't overload our consultants and our employees to a state where we can't give you the service. All right, guys? So really don't be someone that next week goes, I want it now, and you're waiting. Join right now, guys, and get in. Go to launch.interflow.com to get your place, and I'm going to tell you what happens next. So you understand this and you think, I want to join it, but I'm still a bit nervous. Test drive it. Test drive Interflow. It's risk-free for 14 days. We're going to send you all the bonuses, send you all the training. We're going to give you everything. I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen next. But if Interflow isn't everything we said it was, we'll refund your money within the 14 days. Let us know. Email support. No questions asked. You keep my bonuses. You keep my bonus training. That's my promise to you. If it wasn't for you, why do I do that? Because I believe in it so much. And guess what? The refund rate in my programs I've had is 1%, 0.5%. Why? Because I know what I do works, okay, guys? So we're going to give you that as zero risk. I'm taking the risk. I've put so much time to create this, and but I know you're going to love Interflow so much it's not going to cross your mind. So go right now, sign up right now to launch.interflow.com and start locking your place down, right? Okay, guys? I'm quickly going to go through here how this works. So when you go through, when you're actually on the site here, you're going to be able to lock your place, and you simply go to join Interflow. And then it's going to take you to a place. You just fill in your simple information here, choose what you want to do, and then you put your card in, and you're going to basically agree to terms and conditions, and it's going to basically take you through to the next steps. So what we're going to do is you're going to have an email that says welcome, and then what's going to happen from there is the team is going to onboard you. We've had a lot of people rushing to join, so what you're going to do in the next 72 hours, you're going to get actually properly onboarded into the system, but you're going to be able to access the community right away. You're going to be straight in the community, and then you're going to get in the next 72 hours, you're going to get all the emails and the bonuses and everything like that, and then you're going to get onboarded in the system. And the way we're going to really kick this off for all of the new members, because you're so excited to get started, is we're going to have a live webinar next week. We're going to email out the webinar for all new users, and we're going to be able to actually walk you through everything. And I'm going to use it, and Lawrence is going to go through with me, and I'm going to say, what would I do if I wanted to make my first £10,000? I'm going to walk through exactly what you need to do. You can do it live with me in your own Interflow, or you can actually do it when you listen to the recording, because that's the goal, guys. Imagine 2 months from now, you make 10 grand. You're in a position where you can truly scale your business, because a lot of people go, well, I've got to invest this, I've got to invest that. When I look at something, and I've had to invest a lot of money in Interflow, and so has Lawrence, and a lot of time, I always look at what's the upside. If I don't make a decision, I'm guaranteed nothing will change. You're here because you want to go from here to here. You want the change. I'm here to help you get the change, and so is Lawrence, because, you know, if there's a business partner I partner with, Lawrence truly cares about making Interflow a success, but he knows that it's all down to the customer. And that's a big thing, isn't it, Lawrence? With us, what we discussed is we are truly here to make sure that people obviously up and running with it, but they're getting success from the software, isn't it? We want to help. We want people to quit their jobs. We want people to be in a position that they only dreamed of once, because that's, you know what I mean? It's a philosophy behind it.
Absolutely. I mean, a software that is built on to underpin your business processes. The true marker of success is not how many customers we've got, it's whether or not that system really does support your business processes and deliver the business outcomes that you're looking for, which is success, freedom. And I'm confident it's a software that will do that.
We had a question coming, so we're going to start taking questions, and I'll ask any technical questions to you. So Keshan said, can I buy the gold package for 1 year now? Yes, you can. So when you go onto the order form, guys, you're going to have an option. I believe it's there, Lawrence, isn't it?
The 1 year.
The annual, yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's an option on the form. Yeah.
Yeah. So you
get 12 months for the price of 10.
Yeah, so if you want to go for annual, guys, you can do that, and you can save the money there, and you get annual. If you think about it, by the way, in comparison, people are like, why don't I just use Podio? Podio is just so obviously, Lawrence, you can explain this better. All Podio is, isn't it, Lawrence? Is just a blank CRM, isn't it?
It's a canvas. Yeah, it's a canvas. And you can enter Podio and try to build your own apps. You can get consultants to build them for you.
How much would that, Lawrence? Genuinely, probably 4 or 5 grand. more? Not for this system. I know it'd be way more than that, but
Yeah, you're talking hundreds of thousands for a system like this in terms of the consultancy, advice, and everything from process to technical skills. But yeah, I mean, it depends. You could be looking just to automate the kind of email system. That could cost you five to 7 grand.
okay. So questions, guys. If you've got any questions, please go through them. Sorry, guys, I pay for gold, but we're like 10 months for 12. So Mark just went through. No worries, Mark. If you reach out, if you've already gone through the payment, reach out to support@interflow.com. And then you'll get the option there. Simon said, I've done it through the website, filled out the page and the card details and still nothing has happened. Maybe reboot your connection, Simon. I think everything should be working through. I know we've had a rush of people go through. So that's why you want to get signed up. Sign me up for gold now. My current so is there okay, we've got a question come here. Is there validity in the concern that Inflow is operated by UK traders? Just thinking 100 people sign up and Inflow is site of all leads offers out. This is something really important. We are not going to give you an overlap of leads. So we're not going to give you the same, because we've got over 3 million leads in our back office. Of course, you're going to learn through my videos of how to generate different leads through Facebook ads, through Google ads, through this different training. However, you're going to be in a position, buddy, where we're going to give you them leads and you're going to be able to start sending out mail, but we haven't sent them to everyone else. So you can be rest assured we've got a big bucket of leads. But to be honest, there's loads of other ways, buddy, to start generating leads. We're in Barcelona. Steve, good. Awesome. So make sure you join, guys. We've already had a swarm of people come in. So make sure for you to get these bonuses. And when the timer goes, the end of tonight, we've got to make a business decision whether to, Lawrence, and you can speak on this as well. This isn't some fake scarcity hype, which a lot of people do. But genuinely, isn't it, Lawrence, is our consultants, we weren't expecting so much people, were we? So we want to
no, not at all. There's the system is obviously built on a very scalable platform, so it could take hundreds of thousands of users. But in terms of the capacity, we're a new organisation, and we hold in high regard people's user experience. So yeah, it's not something that we just want to open the doors and just chuck a load of people on. We want to tune it as we go along and make sure that it's absolutely right for our customers. Awesome. So I'm in support of shutting the doors as soon as possible.
Stephen says, even if I use half of this in Ireland, but you can run it, Stephen, in Ireland, in the UK. And we will be, as we develop, that'll be a feature where we can tailor for the Irish market, because I do have many clients in Ireland, but you can still run your business, Stefan, in Ireland, in the UK. You can run it from anywhere in the world. I've got clients in Sweden. I've had clients in the US. I've had clients in Spain. I used to live in Barcelona. I was running all my business from Barcelona. And yeah, it's unbelievable. Well done to all involved. Congratulations. But any other questions you've got, guys, let us know any questions you've got, and we rock and roll. But I want you to think about this, guys. If you're in property and you're not using this, what you're going to go to other seminars, you're going to buy more education. The amount of people, I knew a guy that's hit £35,000 in education and then wanted to pay me 20 grand. I just said no. I said don't put it into marketing, invest it into a business, because it's not more info you need. You need to be able to have something that does it for you, like ClickFunnels brought to websites. ClickFunnels, what they did is they brought something that the reason why it blew up is they made it easy for the average Joe to build a website, to collect leads or sell a product. And we wanted to make it in the property community where we can make it easy for you to collaborate and co-source, and for you to be able to send out marketing and make offers and make it fun. The key thing I love with what we've created in the Podio platform is it's easy to use, it's clean, and it's simple, and it makes things fun. Because, guys, if you're not having fun in business, there's no point being in business. Flipping deals is incredible. When I first learned in the US, my goal was to actually to flip deals remotely. I didn't want to meet sellers. But if you don't have Interflow, it still makes it harder to do that, because you have to drive up the M4, you have to do this, you have to, you have to speak, you have to get uncomfortable and speak to people, consultants and VAs, and it's just overwhelming when you're working a 9 to 5 job, or you're busy in business, or your wife or husband, or life in general, right? So it's about making things kiss. It's about making things more simple. And that's our goal for you guys. And trust me, we're going to be taking feedback. Am I right, Lawrence? We're going to be helping them with streamlining it, making it even more simple. But to be honest, from just a demo tonight, guys, I'm not very techie at all. Like, as much, I get things pretty quick, but I'm not that techie. I know some very close friends that have used this that have never flipped a deal in their life. They go, how easy is this? They were like, I literally showed my girlfriend here, and she was like, she gasped. She was like, how easy is this? How easy is this to use? And that's what we wanted to do. And that's what I'm proud of. And I know Lawrence is extremely proud of that, because our goal was to make sure we're catering for experience, but we're making sure that newbies can get it quickly, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Sorry, keep on going on and off mute.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. But any other questions you've got, guys? Keep the questions coming in. Let me know any questions you have. We've got things like looks amazing. Good job, guys. So you don't have to have Skype, Nick. Your buyers are only visible to you, AJ. Obviously, you're fully protected with the data protection we have in our terms and conditions. The people are saying, when do you go live? I can't wait to really explore this, Rob. Good stuff, mate. Yeah, he said, when do we go live? So you're going to get the email straight away to confirm you get in the community, and then you're going to get onboarded next 72 hours, and then you're going to start using the system. You're going to be in there. You're going to be the first ones. I'm going to be in the community supporting. Lawrence is going to be onboarding you, and yeah, you're going to really start to be using the software. Just want to get this into the business, Thomas. 100%, man. It's going to change everything for you. It's going to make things so easy. The amount of deals that's going to be happening in January and February and March is going to be crazy. The amount of I know this for a fact, guys, is, I want you to get in, because I know that if you do one deal, you're literally where you want you. If you just do one deal, you've paid back the investment. I don't know how much times, like 200%, or at least 100%, 200%, depending on how big your deal is. And then it's just pure profit. But you've got an app at your disposal. You've got a system. You've got an intelligence that is designed, that we designed it because we wanted to make it so good that you'll carry on as a member, obviously, to be able to get you contracts signed and to get you to flip these contracts as quickly as human possible. And that's what I'm going to be using in my business. I'm going to be using it for my property sourcing. Interflow, it was created for me in the first place. It was my mindset I wanted to do. I was fed up of using Podio, then Zapier, then these sites, and Rightmove, and all of these HelloSign and VAs and Upwork, and all of these sites were just so overwhelming. I was just like, man, if I'm overwhelmed, and I'm a quote unquote guru in the business, then someone's brand new is just not going to be able to fulfill what they truly desire and actually want. That's the power behind it. So Larry just said he signed up but not had an email confirming it. You'll get an email shortly, Larry. Check your junk folder as well, guys. Make sure you check your junk folder for that. A key thing, by the way, is I want to make sure we reiterate, it's risk-free for 14 days. You can put it on people say, why don't you finance it? Put it on a Visa or MasterCard, guys. You pay you get 0% interest on the card, and you're paying a small fee. When you do a deal, pay it off and then move from there. It's simple, guys. Don't stop buying Gucci shoes with a credit card, but use it to invest. That's what credit cards are there. It's OPM. They've been there to leverage and use correctly. You like what Robert Kiyosaki talks about with OPM. Other people's money. Be smart. with it and invest it. Don't start going, oh, let me book a holiday. You'll spend $2,000 on a holiday or a new car or a new kitchen, but you won't spend it in your business. You're just not serious. People just aren't serious to do that. If I had the opportunity going back to actually use Interflow right now, I still got success because I truly believed in it. I hustled, and of course you can without Interflow, but it just makes things easier. It just makes things more simple and sexy and fun. And and I want you in Barcelona. If you're in the first 20, you're coming to Barcelona. It's going to be awesome, and I can't wait to actually meet you in Barcelona as well. And for everyone, how cool is it going to be, Lawrence, if everyone on their iPhones at the bit? It's going to be surreal, isn't it? It's going to be a bit weird.
Yeah.
Any last words, Lawrence? How soon are you likely to make a deal as a total newbie, says Tom. If you're a total newbie, again, a lot of them questions come. What I would say, Tom, is if you join Interflow, you're going to be able to accelerate the process a lot quicker than if you didn't have it, because you know exactly what to do. And really, Tom, it's only two things. You need to just understand the strategy, the no money down strategies, or different type of things I teach, and you need to know the process. And once you go for the learning center in the classroom and you get it, again, we've got the webinars to support you in the community. There's a lot of experts in the community. People want to help. People want to collaborate. Because if you're alone in this, you're likely to quit. I've had many, the statistics say people go to seminars. At the end of the year, only 10% are consistent. And after the year, only 0.5% to 1% are actually making money doing deals. Why? Because they don't have accountability, they don't have the community, and they don't have them like-minded people around them. If you've got the like-minded people supporting you and you've got a system that can execute it, you can get it real quick. But coming back to the question, if you speak to 30 people, which is less than 2 a day, let's just say 10 a week. Takes 20 minutes to make the call. You can make the offer as you've just seen here with a click of a button. And you start using, say, online classified ads or agents, or you start doing some letters or whatever you want to do to start generating leads. You generate 30 leads and you make 30 offers. And on average, that's going to be a deal. And then from there, if you make, say, 4 or 5 grand, then you can go, well, I'm going to take 30% of that deal money. So I'm going to take, 12, whatever it is, £1,200 plus the original money I had. I'm going to put it back into marketing, and I'm going to scale it. And that's business. A lot of people that get into property don't see it as a business. I think what I'm super proud of, Lawrence, of what we've created is it's going to force people to think like a business owner. You know what I mean? Really feel that.
Absolutely.
Any other questions, guys, we've got? I know, Lawrence, I think Robin says, sign up. No worries, Robin. We'll get them out to you, buddy. No worries. So I get the first 20 lol for Barcelona. We have to check. Can I pay by direct? Of course, you can pay by direct card. Keyshawn, not a problem, buddy. Just go through. You can pay. Can I pay by direct debit? Yeah, you can pay by. You don't have to. On ClickFunnels, it just says credit card. You can use a debit card as well, guys. You don't have to use credit card on there. I've yet to receive my email. I've checked the junk mail already. Any suggestions? Reach out to the email will be coming. Simon, no worries, mate. Lawrence and our assistants will make sure they get the email over to you.
That's Simon Rochelle, is it?
Simon Rochelle, yeah.
Yeah, payment has been received. Thank you, Simon. I will send a receipt back manually.
So Paul says you have a database of solicitors. Yes, I'll be referring you to the right solicitors to use for different property strategies, Paul. Not a problem. So Robin says, can you send info on community? Not sure I'm getting all the emails. If you reach out to if you've got any questions, guys, reach out to Interflow. Support at interflow.com. And we'll make sure that we get back to you with any questions you have, not a problem. But guys, if you want to really get in, make sure you do it now, because every time I do a webinar, I always get a question or a week later going, can I join it? I'm like, yeah, but if we got space, you can join, but it's more expensive because it's unfair on everyone else that took the opportunity. So you've got to take an opportunity in life, guys, and you really have to. You got to take action, and sometimes it is a little scary. It's a little scary to invest if you're new, but at least you're out of your comfort zone. And if you just go, I do one deal in a year, you've made back your money by a lot. So think about it intelligently. Don't let your fear stop you from actually making it happen, because it's not going to change our lives that much, guys. We've got, we're expecting to be getting a lot of people when we reopen because of the amount of, promotion we've had and the amount, my brand. So it's not about us getting more members. It's really about, of course, that's one aspect, but it's about really making sure that we're creating case studies, because we're looking to branch out to different property angles as well. Okay, thank you. Any other questions, guys? Any other last questions you've got? Because I want to make sure I'm answering all of your questions. And if it's techie that I don't know, I'll pass that on to Lawrence. So for you, again, guys, go right now to sign up right now, launch.interflow.com. The beautiful thing about this, if you've got your business partner or your spouse or your wife or your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, or your friend you want to do this with, there's unlimited users, guys. You can bring them in as a user in the business. So you can start joining. So, it's if you've got your support from your other half, which you should do if you're doing this, then even better, even cheaper for you, and you've got that support because you get unlimited users. Because if you, let's just say, for example, you wanted to go onto a CRM and you wanted to create something 20% of this could do, you would be about probably £15,000 to £25,000 out of pocket, and you would have to keep going back to consultants to pay them for new upgrades and new services, and it's just not got that functionality and that software approach. It's just, here's some stuff, here it is, and you're already 15, 20 grand out of pocket. We wanted to make sure we made it affordable. At £6 a day, that's affordable, guys. It truly is. There's a lot of times where people start thinking of, I don't want to do this, but how much are you spending on crap every month? Could you give up stuff in your life right now that's not making you money? I recommend what you do is have a piece of paper, put a line down the middle, put assets, what brings me in money. Interflow's clearly going to be an asset, and you can claim that expense back as well. What am I paying out every month that's not giving me money or is an investment? It's a liability, and you'll be shocked how much you spend on things that don't support your lifestyle, and really they just don't get you to where you want to get to. Because if your goals, a lot of you guys, I've surveyed my list and many people in the property community, and a lot of their goals is to quit their job, is to become financially free. They want to be able to create passive income through, say, lease options and different strategies, and they want to flip deals or they want to do bigger deals, but they want to become financially free. They want to be able to have income and they don't have to work. And that's not going to come when you sit on the couch. Do you know what I mean, guys? Like wishing. It's only going to come from if you invest in the right mentors, if you access the right software, and you get around like-minded people. Because what about if you don't join and then you see testimonials branded from someone that's just made 30 grand in the software? You're going to be like, oh man, why didn't I make that decision? It can be you, and I want it to be you. Okay, guys, I'm truly passionate about it, and I really believe in people that if they take the right action and they apply themselves, they can do it. And now we've made it so freaking easy. Just going to go through any last questions. We're going to do questions, guys. A quick 3 or 4 minutes, quick fire questions. Stefan says, are there any investors loaded onto the system? No. So we teach you how to find the investors, Stefan. But that is something we're working on, isn't it, Lawrence? If Lawrence is still there, on looking at how we can access investors' data.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we're looking at all different sources. So, I mean, it's the start of a journey. I mean, this software will develop, and there'll be new functionality. Log it as a feature request, anything that you want. We'll develop the system if there is ample demand around it. Bearing in mind, it's a system that is standardized and will be applied to many companies that take it up. So we can't bespoke it. That's the one thing I do want to make clear. We don't want to customize it for each customer. It's not possible. If you need that kind of software, then you need to go and purchase and get consultants to develop a system for you. but as a proven system, yeah, log your requests, and we'll explore other sourcing investors,
Sure.
tenant buyers, and all of the other various sources of data.
Lawrence, I think the great thing is the flow is there, guys. The functionality. We will be adding things like different strategies, like commercial or different analytics. If you want to buy and keep, and you're getting a mortgage and you're remortgaging and little things like that, that's not going to be hard for us to add in when we get them feature requests. But all
No.
the things of sending contracts, direct mail, you can upload your own letter templates, you can upload your own leads, your own contracts. You're in control of that. You're in complete control of that, guys. So you can do that. But we've given you what is proven that I've used and I teach my clients, and it's proven it works. But if you want to add like contracts and upload your own leads and stuff like that, and you've got a burning desire you want, then we will be doing that, such as rent to rent and different things like that. Ina says, how are the deals done? Are viewings required? No, because you don't have to do viewings, Ina. Worst case scenario, you can get someone to go view, it's called like a runner, or boots on the ground, I call it, which you can pay them 20, 30 pounds. I teach my clients to do that, and I'll be teaching that in the learning center. But again, most of the deals, the contracts, the phone calls are all done online. And what I love, I think Lawrence is going to make a big difference, is the brand and how quick the sellers and buyers are going to be so impressed at how quick people are getting things to them.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, pressing a button and having the system send a contract, send emails, send SMSs very quickly. Yeah, it will be a differentiator, a clear differentiator between you and your competitors.
Yeah, if you can reach out to support, Steve, that'd be brilliant, mate. Missed part of the webinar, just need to understand the system. Yeah, so basically what we're doing, is we're matchmaking, finding a seller that needs to sell, agreeing a contract, and then we're not using any money or credit for that, and we're selling the contract to a buyer. And we teach you how to basically match make them both. I call it A, B, and C. You're B, you're the middle person. Teach you how to find the sellers and then find the buyers. And of course, there's work that needs put in, guys. I'm not saying it doesn't take work, but how much time do you work in your job? Why don't you put the same effort you do in your job into your flipping business, guys? And then you'll start making money. Most people are not treating their business with any care. You've got to treat it like you do a job. You're making someone else rich in a job. Why don't you make yourself rich? and just you know what I mean? Anyway, but Fraser has a question. Is it $997 upfront and monthly fee? Yes, Fraser, is. Yes. Within 30 days, exactly, Fraser. So when you pay the starting fee, which, but by the way, people have asked about the startup fee. We do that, guys, because the amount of that our consultants have put in and the amount of added websites, and, we're paying, aren't we, Lawrence, thousands and thousands and tens of thousands out for the support.
Absolutely.
Literally, guys, we're paying tens of thousands out of our own pockets, and the amount of time. I mean, Lawrence is, I don't know, he wouldn't say this, but in terms of what he was doing, the amount of time he's put into this, he's become a partner with me. But he charges, governments are $2,000 a day to do this stuff. Do you know what I mean? So it's, this is not some just rush together apps. It's really something that's got solidity to it. So yeah, it's within 30 days the recurring fee happens, and again, you can cancel that anytime as well. Very excited. Can't wait to get going and make 2018 count. Jason says, can I pay once and now the app's about paying? So I'm not sure, Jason, that the question there, buddy. How soon are you like to make a deal? Any other questions, guys? Last questions. We do 2 minutes, and I know we've had a load of people come in, Lawrence, have we?
Yes. Yeah, I'm ready to shut the door.
Oh man, it's crazy, guys. I've been teaching a long time, and the amount of people, the experts in the industry, the amount of people that have been reaching out to me to use it, and how impressed they've been. It's pretty staggering, and that's not to boost egos. It really isn't, guys. I'm beyond that in that way. It's fun, and I'm super proud. And of course, I'm proud to bring a property business running from an app. It's going to change the game. I had BBC reach out to me recently that are happy for me to be talking about it on the BBC of how it's going to help tenants and help and matching people. So it's really one of them things, guys, that's taken off. I would love for you to be a part of it. I'd love for you to get the deal right now and be a part of this revolution, really, because my goal is to help people, and my journey is to help people become financially free and have more of a lifestyle. And if you join the Platinum, you can actually sell the software for 30. Once you reach 20 members, you can start getting 50% commissions. So you don't have to invest the enormous amounts of money and time and build this software. You just resell it and get commissions every single month. Does that sound exciting, guys? Commissions every single month. You get 2 or 3 people signed up. You're paying for your monthly fee. I mean, it's not going to be hard, Lawrence, is it, for people to sign up 2 or 3 people? Do you know what I mean?
No, not at all.
So 1 more minute, guys. Any quick questions, fire them in. If you've got any questions, go to support@interflow, like based on emails or any tech questions you've got. And so don't close the offer yet. Okay, Keishon. Yeah, make sure you get that offer in. I know Keishon really wants it. No problem, man. Make sure you get in. I'm not sure if the 20 is still available. I think they're gone, but yeah, mate, we keep that open, buddy. Like I said, guys, you've got the time to think about it. Again, you can also make sure you exercise a 14-day money-back guarantee. We have that because we have to, but also I want to make it very clear to you that we believe in what we're doing here, guys. It's not something we don't want members that come in that aren't loving the system. We want amazing testimonials, like what Lawrence mentioned. It's built on you referring people. It's built on word of mouth. That's what a business is built on a lot of the times, and that's how a brand is formed, and that's what we're committed to. No, you're not locked in, Paul, at all. So it's just monthly, cancel anytime. But you're going to be doing, if you follow the system, Paul, you're going to be doing deals, and you're going to learn there's many different strategies to learn. And what I'm excited about is I've got some clients that are doing very, very big deals, 5, 10, 50 million pound houses and developments. You can partner with these people and you can start finding buyers, building a buyers list and selling their deals. So you're not even talking to the sellers, you're just co-sourcing. You're just selling other people's deals. And I believe we didn't have time to go through that, but in the co-sourcing feature, like it says, use this app to register any deals that are being presented to you for marketing to your buyers. So you can easily connect when you're collaborating with people, such as joint venture agreements, signing the non-disclosure agreement. That all of the process and the flow is easily done. Cool. Okay, guys, one last thing I want to reiterate. Go to launch.interflow.com, sign up, make it happen, or don't. Again, it's totally fine. We'll still be friends if you don't join, but I'd love for you to be a part of it and make it happen. Any last thoughts, Lawrence, before we call out?
No, I think that's it. Thank you very much for your attention, all those that have stayed. Thank you.
100%, guys. Sorry, I know we went a little bit overboard, but there's a lot we had to cover. And fantastic. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much. And see you on the inside. If you've got any questions, reach out to support@interflow.com, and we'll get you rocking and rolling. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Lawrence.
Thank you.